beautifully sunny day in Boston on this Patriots Day as the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox wrap up their 4-game series from Fenway. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox Baseball. So much is made of the Red Sox roster at the end of spring training. Who will make the 25-man roster? But as always the case, when you get into the season, that roster changes so much. Sometimes a roster move a day, and the roster move has taken place today. The return of Hideki Okajima with Felix Doubront being optioned out to the Pawtucket Red Sox, so the Red Sox switch lefties in their bullpen. Okajima did not allow a hit in 3 of his 5 appearances with the Paw Sox and had at least 1 strikeout in 4 of his 5 games. He was pitching well. He posted a 5.14 ERA in 7 games this spring. That's when he wasn't pitching very well, which came on the heels of his 4.50 ERA and disappointing season last year. His next appearance and first of this year will be the 255th of his Red Sox career. He has a career earned run average of 3.06. We welcome in Jerry Remy. And Jerry, some of the Red Sox are starting to get it going, and yesterday Jacoby Ellsbury had a good day.
He certainly did with the home run. You know, he's still batting below 200, but yesterday Jacoby Ellsbury had a big home run in that ball game to give the Red Sox a little bit of a comfort zone. He gets a fastball right down the middle of the plate here from Jesse Litch, and of course when he gets his arms extended, he has very good power. 3rd home run of the season for Ellsbury. He leads the Red Sox in that category, but I think they'd like to see Jacoby hit a few more line drives and ground balls, use that speed that he uses so very well when he's swinging the bat well. He's back in the number 9 spot today. He's had some success against Ricky Romero, so hopefully today out of that 9 spot he can continue to produce, but get on base a little bit more. The home runs leave to somebody else. It's okay we get him right now because we give the Red Sox a little bit of a blanket, a little bit of a lead, but his game basically is line drives and ground balls.
What a special day it is today in Boston as the 115th running of the Boston Marathon takes place right here, along with Red Sox Toronto Blue Jays coming your way next.
Drivers have told us they like a crossover that can go the distance. That's why we gave the Chevy Equinox an EPA-estimated 32 miles per gallon highway. But do passengers appreciate all of the comfort features we put in the Equinox?
Hey, you want me to drive?
We'll take that as a yes.
Very well-qualified lessees can get a low-mileage lease on a Chevy Equinox LS for around $269 a month. Call for details. See your participating Maine Chevy dealers.
Red Sox Game Day Live gets you ready for every game. Pre-game insight from the best in the business.
We're joined by a trio of Hall of Famers.
Join the conversation with NESN.com, Facebook, and Twitter. On-set interviews and features you won't find anywhere else. Right before every game, tune into Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by Uno's, and only on NESN.
With Uno's new menu, dig into something really good without feeling really guilty. New flavorful choices right next to our deep dish classics. Treat yourself good and treat yourself right. Uno's. That's why we're here.
We are Red Sox fans. We've held our breath, kept the faith, and now we're gonna stay up late. Starting Tuesday on NESN, stay up with the Sox for their first West Coast road trip of the season. First up, it's the A's and the first look at Matsui in green. Then the Sox face the Angels and a pair of the league's top aces. When the Sox try to turn it around against the American League West, you won't want to miss a minute. Tuesday night, it's Red Sox A's. Coverage starts at 9, only on NESN. Red Sox fans, get ready. The ultimate Red Sox show on NESN is the best show for all things Sox. Heidi Watney takes you beyond the field for an inside look at this year's team.
That's the plan.
Player interviews, the week's top plays, and exclusive features that only NESN can deliver. From the ballpark to batting practice, get a full week's worth of your favorite team. The ultimate Red Sox show with Heidi Watney, presented by Arbella Insurance. Sundays, only on NESN.
Closed captioning for the Red Sox is provided by Finagle a Bagel. All natural artisan bagels, now available in grocery and club stores throughout New England. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by AT&T, Kia, Jordan's Furniture, your New England Toyota dealers, and by Southwest Airlines. Hey, good afternoon once again, or good morning once again. Welcome back to Fenway Park. Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays wrapping up their 4-game series. Red Sox have taken the field, so let's check out the Blue Jays starting 9. Now Escobar at shortstop leading it off. Corey Patterson is in center field batting second. Jose Bautista in right field. It is Adam Lind at first base in the cleanup spot. Aaron Hill at second base with J.P. Arancibia back in there as the catcher. He's caught 3 of the 4 games. Travis Snyder's in left field batting 7th with Edwin Encarnacion off the bereavement list and into the lineup as the DH today, and Jason Nix at third base bats 9th. It is Daisuke Matsuzaka on the mound for the Red Sox today. He's not pitched since April the 11th, and in 2 starts, an 0-2 record. Losses against Cleveland and Tampa Bay in his first 2 outings of the year at 12.86 earned run average, and opponents hitting at .412 against him. And his numbers against Toronto very good. 6-1 with a 3.80 ERA and 71 innings, and opponents sitting at just .224 against him for the Blue Jays.
The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. They're currently first in the American League with 6 errors in 14 games. Kevin Youkilis at third base, Jed Lowry the shortstop, Dustin Pedroia at second, and Adrian Gonzalez the first baseman. Left to right, Kyle Crawford, Jacoby Ellsbury, and J.D. Drew, and Jason Veritek doing the catching for Daisuke Matsuzaka.
Umpiring crew in behind the plate, the crew chief Dana Demuth calling the balls and strikes. Kerwin Danley at first base, Paul Nauert at second base, and Doug Eddings is the umpire at third. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenos dias, amigos.
And El Escobar stands in on the right side to get it started as Daisuke Matsuzaka into the wind. And the first pitch of this one, a swing and a foul tip for strike 1. We'll see how aggressive the Jays are today with Daisuke and their approach. Of course, John Farrell, very well versed, their manager, in regards to Daisuke Matsuzaka and all the Red Sox pitchers for that matter. Not much they could do with Lester or Beckett, though, the last couple of days, and the Red Sox able to take 2 of the first 3 games of this series, and the return of John Farrell to Fenway Park. Blue Jays with losses each of the last 2 days fall under 500. They're now 7-8 and 2.5 games back of the Yankees, who are atop the American League East. Red Sox are 4-10 heading into today's game after back-to-back wins, 5 games back of the Yankees. And New York beating Texas last night 6-5 in Sunday Night Baseball. Stay atop the American League East, but Red Sox playing good baseball last couple days. 2-1. This is inside. 3-1.
After a couple of breaking balls, Daisuke back with a fastball just missing the inside corner. It was supposed to be away. You see Veritek set up away, but the fastball stays inside.
Escobar fouls it off to the right. Full count. Escobar now. Corey Patterson waits on deck next. Escobar 0 for 4 in the game yesterday with a couple of strikeouts, and he is 0 for his last 9. Still hitting at .341 on the year, off to a fast start for the Jays. Fouls off another to the right, not a play. And the difference for Daisuke, 5 days rest or more. Again, that's what he would get normally when pitching in Japan. A 3.96 earned run average for Daisuke Matsuzaka. He's got the rest. We'll see how he does today against the Jays. This one fouled off.
Looks like right now he's got pretty good life on that fastball, and he's been able to keep it out of the middle of the plate.
Three-2 pitch to Escobar. In the air to right field. J.D. Drew has it sized up as he moves over and makes the catch. So one down in the first, and it brings up Corey Patterson. 308 start to his season, home run and 6 runs batted in. Patterson 1 for 3 in the game yesterday with a double and a walk, also had a stolen base. Strike one over the inside corner. The Blue Jays today conclude an 11-day, 10-game road trip in the finale of this 4-game series against the Red Sox. 3-6 on the current trip. This is to right, a longer run for Drew, but he's still there, and he makes the catch 2 down.
I believe the Jays go home for 5 games and go back on another 10-game trip. So a lot of road time early in the season for John Farrell and his group.
Yeah, when they get home, the Yankees will be waiting for them for 2, an off day, 3 with Tampa Bay, and then it's back out to Texas and New York, as well as Tampa Bay. So this is not an easy stretch to begin the year. And there for strike one to Jose Bautista. 3-11 start, 3 home runs, 6 runs batted in. Swing and a miss late on the cut, 93 on the fastball, and it's 0-2.
And again, the first 2 fastballs from Daisuke keeping the ball away from Bautista. That one at 93.
0-2 pitch from Matsuzaka in the dirt, and it's 1-2. Things have been a little better for Kurt Young and the pitching staff over the last couple of days. And looking for more of the same today for Matsuzaka. 1-2 is on the ground up the middle, and by the dive of Pedroia into center field. Sharply hit by Bautista, and the Blue Jays have a 2-out base runner here in the first inning.
Bautista came in the game only 1 for 13 against Matsuzaka, but he gets an outside fastball and takes it by the dive of Dustin Pedroia. Again, that ball not middle of plate, that ball on the outside part of the plate. That's just good hitting by Bautista.
So 2 down, Bautista at first base, and here's Adam Lind. Lind has just 2 hits in his last 23 at bats. One of those hits came yesterday, 1 for 3 in the ball game yesterday. Overall, 241 with a home run and 9 runs batted in. Snap throw to first, and Bautista's back on the bag safely.
A lot of times catchers will throw behind that left-handed hitter. Jason Varitek this time throwing over the top of the lefty, and Bautista not that far off the bag, gets back easily.
The Red Sox trying to control this base running Toronto Blue Jays team. They have been highly aggressive in this series. It has not mattered whether they were down in the game or ahead. They have been running all over the place. And Jason Varitek company trying to keep them in check today. It's up high, ball 2, 2-0. Blue Jays currently ranked 7th in the American League in batting average, hitting at .256 as a team, 6th in runs scored. And a look at what has been a tough stretch for Lind in particular against Daisuke Matsuzaka. .2-0 pitch, and a swing and a miss.
Well, Daisuke's been good against Toronto, 6-1 in his career with a 3.80. He was 2-0 last season This time with a cut fastball up and in to Adam Lynn.
Two down in the first inning. Jose Bautista at first base. 2-1 is strike two over the inside corner. SK battles back and evens the count.
Once again, that ball was supposed to be away, but it ends up coming inside. See Veritek set up away, back to the inside corner, but good enough for the strike, and no swing by Lynn.
Aaron Hill waiting on deck. Jays batting in the first with two down, and Jose Bautista at first base. There goes Bautista. Here's a ground ball to first. It's gobbled up by Gonzalez. Tags the bag, ends the inning. Blue Jays do not score in the first. Red Sox are coming up.
When people tested the Chevy Cruze LTZ against the competition, something impressive happened.
It's very luxurious.
It's sleek, it's compact, it's comfortable, fun to drive.
A little bigger than I expected.
Wow, look at that room. Nice looking car.
Come see for yourself. Test drive Cruze against the competition during Dare to Compare, only at your participating Chevy dealer.
I would take one in a heartbeat.
Or, very well qualified lessees can get a low mileage lease on a 2011 Chevrolet Cruze LS for around $159 a month. Call for details. See your participating Maine Chevy dealers.
That's 6 so far today.
And it's not even noon.
I don't get it. Why are all of our customers switching to coffee from W.B. Mason?
Well, they sell Green Mountain coffee.
So?
At great low prices.
So?
With lots of delicious flavors. And 1 cup brewing means no waste, no mess.
Yep, we clean our pots every month.
And WB delivers fresh coffee every day.
Enough already. There's nothing wrong with our coffee. They just don't know what they're missing. Who but W.B. Mason?
They have this place up in the mountains, and they go there every weekend. I mean, I like nature and everything, but what do they do up there? Hike? And then what? I mean, there's no internet, no television, no restaurants. They must just sit around and talk.
There are people who don't understand the way you live. There's an insurance company that does. Safeco Insurance. Find a local agent at safeco.com.
What's Callahan like? Listen, I know Jerry better than anybody. Before this radio gig, he was a heavyweight boxer. Too many shots to the head. But heck, he had to find something to do to support his family.
What's Dino like? Aside from being a total freaking jerk? Well, he was on his way to becoming a Broadway singer until he blew out his knee.
The Dennis and Callahan Morning Show. Weekday mornings live from 6 to 9.
It's too bad, really. He had such a beautiful singing voice.
Back at Fenway Park as the Toronto Blue Jays do not score in the top of the first inning. Red Sox coming up here, and they deal with Ricky Romero. Romero's 4th appearance of the year, 1-1 with a 1.66 ERA. He's worked in 21 2/3 innings. He's 20 strikeouts in those 21 2/3 innings. 8-inning effort against Seattle and a loss. First loss, but 4th career complete game, April the 12th against Seattle. And one of his opening day appearance for the Toronto Blue Jays. As J.D. Drew in the leadoff spot, sends one to deep center field. Corey Patterson back at the wall. It's high off the wall. The carom and ricochet gets by him as Drew heads on to third base with a triple to get the bottom of the first inning started. That nearly got out of here in center field, but a triple as it stands.
Well, one of the reasons J.D. Drew in that leadoff spot today, a .450 batting average against Romero with 1 home run. Almost make it 2 on this blast to center field. Straightaway center field, right at the top of the wall for the leadoff triple. Romero's had his problems with the Red Sox, 2-4 with an ERA north of 7.
Well, Drew 90 feet away as Pedroia takes a pitch inside. Pedroia 315, 2 homers and 6 runs batted in. Well, that one's by him 1-1, 93. We'll giddy up on it. Pedroia yesterday 0 for 4 in the game and is now 2 for 13 in the series against Toronto, but still a very good homestand. Pedroia overall at 375 in the last 8 games. Inside out swing and foul, 1-2. Check out the Red Sox starting lineup. It's brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. J.D. Drew in right field, Dustin Pedroia at second base, Adrian Gonzalez at first base, Kevin Youkilis at third, David Ortiz at DH, Jed Lowry at shortstop at sixth, Carl Crawford is in left field with Jason Varitek doing the catching, and Jacoby Ellsbury in center field bats ninth. Down and in, Pedroia goes down but eludes the pitch.
That's a heck of a play, too, by Aaron Sebia, the catcher for the Toronto Blue Jays. As this sweeping breaking ball just keeps going toward Pedroia, just misses Pedroia, but Aaron Sebia are able to knock it down, actually catch it, and save a run.
J.D. Drew started this bottom of the first inning with a triple off the center field fence. Pedroia takes ball 3 in the dirt. Adrian Gonzalez waiting on deck as the Red Sox bat here in the first inning. Ball 4, he walks in.
Let's take a look at the Blue Jay defense. They're 13th in the league, 15 errors in 15 games. Jason Nix at third base, Yanel Escobar the shortstop. Aaron Hill at second, Adam Lynn the first baseman. Left to right, Travis Snyder, Corey Patterson, and Jose Batista. And JP Aaron Sebia doing the catching for Romero.
J.D. Drew at third base, Dustin Pedroia at first base. Nobody out for Adrian Gonzalez. A .269 start to his Red Sox career. A home run, 8 runs batted in.
Adrian Gonzalez into the first inning, making a nice play on a hard hit ground ball. Takes it himself at first base and gets Daisuke out of the inning.
Gonzalez grounds it to first. It's a foul ball. Call made by the home plate umpire Dana DeMuth. And we'll do it again here now. The count of 1-1. For 13 with 5 RBIs. 1-1 is fouled off. 1-2. 92 that time on the fastball from Ricky Romero.
What a gorgeous day here in Boston, both for the baseball game and the marathon. Cool conditions, good for the runners, the wind at their back, and beautiful here at Fenway Park.
55 degrees to be exact, 17 miles per hour with the breeze blowing out to center field, and expect some clouds to move in at some point. Right now, nothing but blue skies above Fenway Park. Final game of the series, final game of the homestand. There is a 1-2 pitch to Adrian Gonzalez. Inside for ball 2, 2-2. 96, but missing that time for Romero. Kevin Youkilis waits on deck. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. Swing and a miss. Gonzalez down on strikes. Romero needed that. It's his first strikeout of the game.
Looked like a slider this time from Romero. Something off speed, ball down out of the zone, but Gonzalez chases it. It's up to Kevin Youkilis to try to drive in that run.
One out, first and third, and Kevin Youkilis hitting under 200 at 190 coming in. An on-base percentage of .424 so far in the season. A lot of walks for Youkilis. 1 home run, 5 runs batted in. Ball 1 away. He's walked 10 times in his last 8 games and 15 total walks on the year. Tied for first in the majors. And good numbers against Ricky Romero, including 2 home runs. On base 7 of 13 times against Ricky Romero. Romero behind again, 2-0. Outfield with the center fielder Corey Patterson a step or 2 towards right center field. Snap throw to first, and Pedroia diving back safely.
Dustin with 1 steal on the season, has not been caught.
Youkilis chops it foul, and it's 2-1. Red Sox having to deal with another lefty, 3 out of 4 in this series. And again, more of the same when they leave Fenway Park today. They'll head to Oakland to get ready for a 2-game series against the Athletics. And they'll see lefty Brett Anderson in game 1 and lefty Gio Gonzalez in the 2nd game. Youkilis reaches out and lifts a fly ball foul back into the seats down the right field line. There's been an amazing run of left-handed starters against the Red Sox and a bunch of different lineups as a result for Boston.
If they've got them, they're going to throw them against the Red Sox too, all season long.
Ricky Romero going today, a 14-game winner. Last year was 14-9 and 32 starts. As he comes back to strike out Youkilis. So he strikes out Gonzalez, then Youkilis with runners at first and third, 2 down.
Yeah, both strikeouts coming on off-speed pitches. The changeup this time from Romero to pick up the strikeout, down and away from Youkilis.
Here comes David Ortiz, part of our key matchup brought to you by your New England Honda dealers. It's Ricky Romero, 409 average. This is not a lefty that David's had trouble with. Look out. Buzzes him inside at 93. David at 261 on the year, 2 homers, 8 runs batted in. Batting with 2 outs, J.D. Drew at third base, Dustin Pedroia at first base. And Ortiz with a big swing, fouling it back to the screen. Blue Jays wrapping up Ricky Romero last year after his 14-9 season. Second time he'd been in double figures in victories. Won 13 games in 09. He's still just 26 years old, but signed a 5-year contract extension with the Blue Jays. Part of their long-term plan. And trying to get out of a jam here. Red Sox had runners first and third, nobody out, but now there's 2 down. A 1-1 to Big Papi. Off speed, it's 2-1. Romero from Los Angeles, California. There's ball 3. Runners in scoring position this year. He's allowed just 3 hits in the early going. 188 opponent batting average. Runners in scoring position, and it's falling behind Ortiz here, 3-1. Swing and a miss, and a big one at that. Full count.
Ortiz all set for that fastball, 3-1. He gets the fastball, but it's a fastball on the outside part of the plate. Good pitch by Romero.
Two outs, first and third, and a 3-2 pitch. Ortiz will take ball 4. Second walk of the inning allowed by Romero. Loads him up for Jed Lowry. Jed Lowry turning 27 years old yesterday. He is 5 for 10 in the series with a home run and 4 runs batted in, and that average at 462 at the moment with a home run and 5 RBIs. He's got a 6-game hitting streak coming into today's action. This will be the 25th pitch of the inning for Ricky Romero to start his day. And Lowry shoots it to right. It'll fall in for a base hit. Drew from third scores. Here comes Pedroia. Throw to the plate is not in time. Throw to third is not in time either. Red Sox lead it 2-0. Jed Lowry comes through.
They'll make that a 7-game hitting streak now for Jed Lowry. Big 2-out base hit. Gets the fastball inside for Romero. The hands inside the baseball and slices it to right field for the base hit. Good strong throw here by Bautista, but not in time. The Red Sox have the 2-run lead. Red Sox have had their share of 2-out hits over the last couple of games.
Their 10th run scored in the first 3 innings in the last couple games too. They've been doing a lot of work early in games, getting leads. And they have another one here today on top 2-0 as Jed Lowry comes up with a big hit with 2 outs. And now a chance for Carl Crawford, who for the second time this season has been dropped down to the number 7 spot. He had been in the first series of the year against the Texas Rangers. And back down there again after a couple of days in the leadoff spot as Crawford takes strike 1. In the last 3 games that he's played in, he is 0 for his last 12. And 3 for 32 on the homestand. So Ortiz at third, Lowry at first. One and one. Drops in there for strike 2.
Good curveball there by Romero. Starts it right at the hip of Kyle Crawford and breaks it out over the plate.
Another in the dirt, and it is now 2-2. This will already be the 30th pitch of Ricky Romero's outing. He's not yet out of the first inning. 15 balls, 14 strikes at the moment. He's walked 2 in the inning. Fires to first, and Lowry back on the bag. Crawford gets a piece, stay alive. Crawford sprays it foul off to the left and out of play. So Romero has been working. Daisuke has been waiting. Is Matsuzaka with an 18-minute wait at the moment while the Red Sox have gathered 2 runs here in the bottom of the first inning. looking for more. Crawford will pop it up. Shallow left, in comes Snyder. And he'll make the catch. It ends the inning, but the Red Sox get a pair and lead it 2-0 after 1.
Hi, I'm Ira Rosenberg from the Prime Motor Group. Come on and walk the Prime Auto Mile with me. This is Prime Ford, Lincoln Mercury, Prime Mazda, Prime Honda, Prime Kia, Prime Hyundai, Prime Nissan, Prime Volkswagen, and Prime Toyota Scion. With all these manufacturers, I'm willing to bet we have the car for you. Prime Auto Mile, Route 1 in Succo. Didn't think we could do a whole mile in 30 seconds.
The English Premier League is on Nessun, featuring Liverpool as star forward Andy Carroll leads the world's most historic soccer club against top-tier clubs Arsenal, Chelsea, and Manchester United. Catch the world's most popular league on New England's most watched sports network. The English Premier League Match of the Week on Nessun, presented by Ace Ticket.
Sure, being a New England sports fan is who we are. It's part of our lives. We live and breathe this stuff every minute of every day. Come on, you can't script this. It unfolds right in front of our eyes. Each game is a story waiting to be told. The ultimate reality show. Every day, right here, right now. These are our teams. This is Nessun.
You want to know what makes a good story? Sometimes it's the backstory, the history, the inspiration.
And here we go again.
Sometimes it's what happens next.
Here we go.
Every season's like a story, and I want to make this story historic.
Stars, determination, effort, execution. Oh, the gods are smiling in the roars. Hard work pays off.
Live for what happens next. Live for hockey.
The runners aren't the only ones in town participating in a marathon. Shortly after our usual 5.5 hours of Red Sox coverage this afternoon, our crew will be gearing up for Game 3 of the Bruins playoff series against Montreal at the Bell Center. Coverage begins with Catherine Tappan and Gord Kluzak with a 1-hour edition of Bruins Face Off live at 6:30. For more info on our marathon, visit Nessun.com. Jerry, our sources tell us that Zdeno Chara participating in the morning skate.
Let's hope he's okay for tonight. Clear some of those bodies away from in front of the net.
Aaron Hill leading it off and taking ball 1. Hill, Arancibia, and Snyder in the second inning for the Jays. Red Sox getting 2 runs in the first inning. High fly ball to left down the line. Crawford over, has room, and makes the catch. A busy day on Nessun today. It's extra innings live. Red Sox final coming your way after the game. The history of the Boston Bruins. Bruins face off live. And then Bruins and Canadiens Game 3 from the Bell Center. Bruins overtime live will follow that. And then put a bow on your day with Nessun Daily. 10:30 to wrap it all up.
By that time, we should be maybe just landing in San Francisco.
Putting a bow on our day.
3-hour workday.
I think it's 3.5 technically. Arancibia, 308, 2 homers and 6 runs batted in. Played 3 of the 4 games. So Jose Molina catch Saturday, the day game after the night game. It's been Arancibia back-to-back days now. And he swings and misses, 1 and 2. Travis Snyder waiting on deck. Jays batting in the second inning. Daisuke Matsuzaka in the first inning gave up a 2-out base hit to Jose Bautista. Only Blue Jay to reach so far in the game. Daisuke 6-1 with a 3.80 ERA in his career against the Blue Jays. He's 2-0 in his last 4 starts against Toronto. Popped up into shallow right center. Out is Pedroia, in is Ellsbury, and it's Jacoby Ellsbury makes the catch, 2 down. Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Commitment, compassion, and love of the game. Find out what we're made of at easternbank.com. So 2 down here in the 2nd inning. Travis Snider coming up. See those flags blowing here out to straightaway center field today. Swing and a miss. And after that pitch, it was up top. 0-1. Snider 157 to start the year with a home run and 10 runs batted in. Waves at that, and it's 0-2.
Good change up there by Daisuke. The second one he's thrown in the game today. This one gets a swing and a miss.
It's up and away. That changeup, is that along the lines of what a screwball would look like back in the day?
A little bit, yeah. Doesn't move quite as much as the screwball did, but this has that same kind of rotation on it.
Bryant outside, 2-2. Little coaching from Jason Varitek after that last delivery, pointing to his shoulder. Friendly reminder from time to time, an extension of the coaching staff, no doubt. Flared foul, still 2-2.
Couple of pitches ago, Varitek after that outing, making sure, hey, let's keep that shoulder in, keep that right shoulder in. All the mechanics together. When it flies, the ball goes up and away.
Full count with 2 down in the inning to Travis Snider. It's been a tough trip for him. Comes to an end today. Trying to finish it on a good note. Edwin Encarnacion back with the Blue Jays, waiting on deck today, used as the DH. And then on the bereavement list. 3-2 again. And there's ball 4. Daisuke loses Travis Snider. First walk allowed by Matsuzaka. And here comes Edwin Encarnacion.
And Snider becomes a threat at first base. He's got 5 steals and caught 1 time. Encarnacion, coming off the bereavement list, has not played in the first 3 games of this series.
They optioned infielder outfielder Mike McCoy back to Las Vegas as part of the move. Ball 1 up top.
Encarnacion was hot. He had a 4-game hitting streak, 7 for 15.
He's gone 10 for 30 against righties. Fouls it off and back, 1-1. Two-out walk for Travis Snider, who's at first base, gained a good-sized lead. There's ball 2. Daisuke about to throw his 40th pitch to an inning in 2/3. Snyder with a good sized lead again at first base. Daisuke readies for the 2-2. And it's fouled off to the right again. Encarnacion peppering the press box level up here so far. John Lackey will go with his teammates after the game and make the trip across country. He will be starting game 1 of the series tomorrow night against the Oakland A's. Matched up against Brett Anderson. And a place that he is comfortable in. He is 17-5 against Oakland in his career. And seemed to make sense to the coaching staff when, of course, his start was scheduled here as part of the homestand was rained out.
Now 17-5 against Oakland, plus Daisuke has good numbers against Toronto.
Two-2 to Encarnacion. Snyder not running, and Encarnacion sends it out to left field where Carl Crawford moves over and then back to make the catch that ends the inning. Inning and a half done. It's 2-0 Boston.
Another victim of frequent flyer red tape.
Seat restrictions got him stuck in a vicious circle.
It's just not right.
I keep earning miles, but it seems like I can never use them.
The all-new Rapid Rewards doesn't have any of that nasty red tape.
Here he comes again.
Let's set him free.
Join Rapid Rewards and enjoy unlimited reward seats, no blackout dates, and no red tape.
When people tested the Chevy Cruze LTZ against the competition, something impressive happened.
It's very luxurious.
It's sleek, it's compact, it's comfortable, fun to drive.
A little bigger than I expected.
Wow, look at that room. Nice looking car.
Come see for yourself. Test drive Cruze against the competition during Dare to Compare, only at your participating Chevy dealer.
I would take one in a heartbeat.
Or, very well qualified lessees can get a low mileage lease on a 2011 Chevrolet Cruze LS for around $159 a month. Call for details. See your participating Maine Chevy dealers.
Hey, would you mind if I asked Sheila out?
Of course not. We broke up 6 months ago. But I don't think she'd go for a guy like...
She said she'd love to. She can't wait to see me. Really? She's wanted me to ask her out for over a year now. She just sent me a video.
Hi, Steve. Oh, can I see that?
Yeah.
Can't wait for a date.
In the network, sparks fly faster. AT&T is getting faster with 4G. Rethink possible.
All they ever talk about is that boat. The boat, the boat, the boat. We're gonna put the boat in the water. We're gonna take the boat out of the water. Hey, when are you gonna come with us on the boat? It's a big deal, this boat. To me, it is a complete waste of time. It makes me nervous.
There are people who don't understand the way you live. There's an insurance company that does. Safeco Insurance. Find a local agent at safeco.com.
Well, they're coming through Kenmore Square as the Red Sox and Blue Jays play here into the bottom of the second inning on this marathon day. Jason Varitek out of the 8th spot. Jacoby Ellsbury and J.D. Drew featured here in the bottom of the second inning. Varitek making his 5th start of the season, his 2nd appearance of the series. And 1 for 13. No homers, no runs batted in for the captain. Lifts a 1-0 high in the air out to right center. Corey Patterson backpedals almost to the track to make the catch for the first out of the second inning. Well, Sox fans want to remind you to get 3 great Red Sox games in one exciting package with the MasterCard Triple Play Packs. Seats are available in various locations throughout the ballpark. All packages will include 1 game with the Chicago Cubs. When they make their long-awaited return to Fenway Park, visit redsox.com/tripleplay to get your Cubs tickets today. 1 out in the second, and here is Jacoby Ellsbury. Hitting under 200 at 196. He's got 3 home runs. And of course, one of them coming here yesterday, a big one, a 3-run shot. And opened things up. It was tied 1-1 when Jacoby took it deep down the right field line to the corner. 3rd home run of the season for him. Now broken bat soft liner. Escobar goes to the outfield to reel it in.
Look back at yesterday's home run by Ellsbury. Gets a fastball that he can extend on. And way back in the right field bleachers.
Jesse Litch, who pitched pretty well at times yesterday, had a couple of bad innings, ended up on the losing side. There's a pitch inside to J.D. Drew. Look at Litch's line from yesterday. 7 hits, 6 runs, a walk, and 5 Ks. Dealt the loss. And he falls to 1-2. Pitch in there for strike to J.D. Drew. Well, Drew with a triple to get it started in the first inning. He came around to score the Red Sox first run of the day. Last leadoff triple for the Red Sox belongs to J.D. Drew back in 2009. June 29th to be precise, against the Baltimore Orioles. He's done it again today. And leadoff spot for the Red Sox in the bottom of the first inning. A couple of years later. And now he'll take the walk. It is the 3rd free pass served up by Ricky Romero.
That's interesting. Sometimes lefty against lefty, you just see the ball good, and apparently J.D. Drew does against Romero. He's got those very good lifetime numbers. The triple, now the base on ball here in the second inning. Certain guys you pick up well, and other guys you don't.
Pedroia walked in the first inning, came around to score the second Red Sox run. I know late in your career you kind of opened your stance against lefties. Was that to get a better look?
It was to get a little better look and to try to stay off the outside stuff early in the count. I was amazed at how many pitches I got from the middle in early in the count. He used to tell me all the time, take him the other way, take him the other way. I couldn't take him the other way all the time. So I tried something different. I started to cheat a little bit, open up.
Advance for Drew, 1-1 the count. Aaron Seaby's done a nice job today blocking a lot of these pitches from Ricky Romero in the dirt. J.D. Drew held on at first by Adam Lynn. 2 outs here in the second inning. Pedroia sends it down the right field line, but it'll be foul.
Thinking about that hockey game tonight. I think the Bruins jump out early with a goal and then rough them up a little bit. You know, rough them up. They don't like to be roughed up.
Right. No, yeah, I was expecting a much more physical series than we've seen the first 2 games. I mean, the Bruins are not playing their game for some reason. It's not happening.
That's going to be tonight. It's going to be an early goal and then rough them up.
That's what you're calling. Early goal and then rough them up.
If I was the skipper there, whatever they call it, they call the coach,
Claude Julien.
That's what I would say. That would be my pregame. Rough them up.
The problem is they've scored 1 goal in the first 2 games. So your theory is
they could do better than that.
They got to do better than that.
They can do better.
And they were on home ice.
That doesn't matter to me. Still ice.
On the ground and through into right side. A base hit for Pedroia. Drew will stop at second base. And the Red Sox have something going with 2 down in the inning.
Yeah, a couple of quick outs, then the walk to J.D. Drew. Dustin Pedroia takes the changeup to the opposite field. He's had a few hits in this direction on this homestand, going the other way. Reaching out, down, low pitch away from him, and just shoots at the right field for the base hit. The Celtics last night came out sluggish in the first half, but
Ray.
Big rush, and then Ray at the end.
Our guy Ray.
Pierce passed it up over to Ray and a 3. This is a great time in the city, isn't it, for sports?
Adrian Gonzalez rolls it over foul outside of first. I'm just disappointed we're going to miss the Bruins game tonight.
We're not going to miss it. Jim White's going to have it on his computer. I'm going to pay $10 as his expense report so we can all watch it.
I don't think Jim knows this.
No, he does.
Although that may change
yesterday,
things now that it's your money. No one is fouled off, and it's 0-2.
I'll give him $10 so we can put it in expenses, and then I'll tip him $10 so the rest of us can watch. I'll give him $20 for the game.
How about we just take Jim's computer?
You don't want Jim in with us?
There's not a lot of room.
But his talent and everybody else? What is that? What kind of league he playing?
Strike 3 call. Gonzalez is gone, and so are the Red Sox. They strand a pair. 2-0 Boston at the end of 2.
Hey, Boston, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking Dunkin'.
I'm drinking Dunkin'.
I'm drinking Dunkin'. Iced, of course.
A medium ice 2 and 2 with a turbo shot.
No other way to drink it.
My team, my coffee.
We're drinking Dunkin'.
America runs on Dunkin' Coffee.
How do you turn a Chevy guy into a Ford truck guy? You swap his ride.
The F-150 definitely beats out the Silverado in quality.
Know anything about the EcoBoost engine?
It's a V6, but it's got the power of a V8. Because I need that power, but I don't want to have to sacrifice the gas mileage. Luxury on the inside with an animal under the hood. This is by far the best truck on the road.
You still a Chevy guy?
No.
Swap your ride and get a Ford F-150 with 0% financing for 60 months or up to $2,500 cash back.
May not get this truck back.
Proof, the evidence or argument that compels the mind to accept an assertion as true. As in, Toyota has the most fuel-efficient vehicles, including Toyota Tacoma, named the best fuel-efficient work truck on the road. The state of being convinced or persuaded, as in you could save up to $950 on specially equipped Tacomas. Plus 2 years of complimentary maintenance saves you even more. Toyota Tacoma, the proof is in the truck. Ask someone you know who drives one.
Having a structured settlement or annuity can be frustrating. You've got all this money right in front of you, except you can't get to it. But if you call J.G. Wentworth now, you can get a lump sum of cash for your settlement or annuity. Call now for a free appraisal. There's no obligation.
It's your money. Use it when you need it.
Call 1-800-946-5951. That's 1-800-946-5951.
Todd.
Oh.
Good?
Snap out of your hunger funk with the new savory stuffed breadsticks from Dunkin' Donuts. Just one of our satisfying snacks. America runs on Dunkin'.
Win a free pair of Red Sox tickets on Wednesdays by being spotted enjoying a Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee at participating locations. Go to DunkinDonuts.com/caught-cold to learn more. There's no purchase necessary, and it's open to legal residents of Massachusetts or New Hampshire, 18 or older. For a full set of official rules, visit DunkinDonuts.com. 2-0 Red Sox on top of the Blue Jays. We head to the top half of the third inning, and the number 9 man for the Blue Jays, Jason Nix, to lead it off. Nix, Escobar, and Patterson to face Daisuke Matsuzaka. Bunt bid, and it's fouled back.
Jason Nix trying to catch Youkilis deep at third base. Uke well behind the bag, has not moved in after that bunt attempt. Still playing very deep.
Knicks 2 home runs, 4 runs batted in, and a .278 average from the number 9 spot for the Blue Jays. He's played in every game down there at third base. Came over from the Cleveland Indians at the end of spring training. Waiting on a 1-1. Inside, ball 2. And for 7 in the series against Boston for Knicks. Blue Jays have had 1 base runner in each of the first 2 innings. Single for Jose Bautista in the first inning. Did not advance. Travis Snyder walked with 2 outs in the second inning and did not advance. Daisuke has thrown 45 pitches, working to the first batter of the third inning. Pop up in the infield. Down from third comes Youkilis. And put it away for out number 1. Your radio home for the Boston Red Sox is also the home for Boston's #1 morning show, Dennis and Callahan. Tune in tomorrow morning at 6 to hear the best sports talk in America with John Dennis and Jerry Callahan. That's weekday mornings at 6 on the WEEI Sports Radio Network, and of course right here on NESN. Well, Daisuke Matsuzaka has 6 fly ball outs so far. 1 ground ball out, 1 out in the third inning. And here's Yunel Escobar, sends 1 foul. Seven out of 10 first pitch strikes for Daisuke. Another fly ball, shallow center. Out is Pedroia, in is Ellsbury. 2 down. Red Sox Nation, if you need medical care at Fenway Park, visit the Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand behind Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Visit them at bidmc.org. 1-2 down here in the third inning. Corey Patterson flied out to right field, first time up. Takes a look at strike 1 from Matsuzaka, who's ahead again. '50th pitch of the day for Matsuzaka. And it's a foul ball above us. Not a play.
This could be the day, Don. We've had quite a few foul balls up in this direction.
I'm feeling it.
This could be the day we get one.
Been a while.
Maybe Megan will get one.
It's been a couple of years, I think. Luke Scott hit one up here in '09 was the last time, I think.
Really?
Yeah. I had my yellow jacket on. Daisuke today working in a tandem with Jason Varitek. And ready with a 1-2 pitch to Corey Patterson. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Fastball up, first K of the day for Daisuke. 2.5 done, 2-0 Red Sox.
When you are wrongfully injured through no fault of your own, life can be tough. Oasis Legal Finance is the #1 choice to provide clients the money they need for bills and living expenses long before their case may settle. Call Oasis now. If you're approved, you could have a check in as little as 24 hours. The phone call is free, the application is free, and there's no obligation to repay if you lose your case. Call Oasis now.
Here they come, yo. Here they come. Here they come. This or that. This or that. This or that. You can get with this or you can get with that. You can get with this or you can get with that. You can get with this or you can get with that. I think you get with this because this is where it's at. You can get with this or you can get with that. You can get with this or you can get with that. You can get with this or you can get with that. I think you get with this because this is where it's at. Where it's at. Where it's at. Where it's at. Come on. Do, da, dippity. Come on.
Even in the most uncertain times, there are some things we know for sure. There will still be weddings, still be babies, and still be bright futures. That's why New York Life has been helping families plan for the expected and unexpected for 166 years. Backed by the highest ratings for financial strength, we're safe and secure, so you can be too. Give your family the gift of a secure financial future. New York Life, the company you keep.
The antidepressant drug Paxil has been linked to heart, brain, and spine damage, and many other horrible birth defects in newborns.
If you are a mother or father and your child has a birth defect, the drug Paxil may be to blame.
If you took the drug Paxil while you were pregnant and your baby was born with a birth defect, call us right now. You and your child may be entitled to financial compensation.
Call 1-800-527-6990. That's 1-800-527-6990. Call now.
2-0 Red Sox on top of the Blue Jays. Last half of the third inning back at Fenway, and it's Kevin Youkilis. Leads it off for the Red Sox and takes ball one. Youkilis struck out swinging in the first inning. One of 3 strikeouts for Ricky Romero. His first 2 innings of work. Already up to 51 pitches. Popped up down the first baseline. Lind heads over towards the seats, but will not have a play. I want to remind you to follow the Red Sox with MLB.com @BAT11 for your iPhone, iPad, Android, or BlackBerry. Get live audio pitch-by-pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. Text @BAT to 31826 or visit RedSox.com for details. There's a 1-1 to Youkilis. Youkilis, then Ortiz and Lowry, 4, 5, and 6. Almost got hit. Got hit yesterday.
And again, that's why Youkilis wears that pad on that elbow. A lot of pitches inside and a lot of pitches that elbow hanging out over the plate.
In the air to right center field. Back goes Corey Patterson towards the bullpen. He will not get it. It is off the wall as Youkilis pulls up at second base with a double to start the third inning.
Looked like it hit right off the top of that wall out there in the front of the Red Sox bullpen. Looked like it had enough steam to get out of the ballpark, but right off the top of the wall and back into the field of play. That's about as close as you can get to having a home run and not getting one. But the leadoff double by Youkilis there in the third inning.
Safe at second. Safe and secure. New York Life. David Ortiz bats with Youkilis at second base, nobody out. And he takes strike one. In there for strike two, and it's quickly 0-2. Ricky Romero coming in with a record of 1-1, a nifty 1.66 earned run average. He gives up 2 first inning runs. It's out of a 2-out, 2-on jam in the second inning, and now leadoff double for Youkilis to begin things here in the third. Outside, 1-2. Ortiz now, Lowry next. Jed's already chipped in today with a 2-run single in the first inning. This one will get away from Aaron Sebia, but Youkilis doesn't get a real good read and remains at second base.
Now, if you don't get the jump right away and you can't find the baseball, there's no point in going. There's the breaking ball right there that gets by Aaron Sebia, but I think it was blocked a little bit by Aaron Sebia. Didn't know how far the ball was going. Once again, a look at the curveball here to Big Papi that just clanks off the glove of Aaron Sebia. He's kind of in front of it as he chases it down, and Youkilis can't tell how far away it's gone.
On the ground foul outside of first. Lemonade's going fast here today. Pitch 60 for Ricky Romero is a 2-2. Chopped right side, shift on and through into right field. Youkilis being waved around, no throw. Red Sox lead at 3-0.
Well, most of the time the Blue Jays play that shift where they have the second baseman deep in the outfield, but for some reason this time they do not. And the ground ball, top spin ground ball, gets by Aaron Hill at second base. Big Papi picks up his 9th RBI of the season. Red Sox up 3-0.
Well, David's been aboard twice, a walk and now an RBI single. And here's Jed Lowry. Foul off to the right now to play. Line into right field, another hit for Jed Lowry. How hot is Jed Lowry right now as he continues to get base hits and do good things? Back in the first inning, he was able to drive in 2. J.D. Drew and Dustin Pedroia to get the Red Sox on top 2-0. He follows it up with a base hit here in the third inning.
It's a good sign, too. That was a changeup right there, and Lowry again going to the opposite field. It tells you that he's staying back well, seeing the ball well. Good balance in his swing.
Well, the hit streak numbers for Lowry came in with a 6-gamer. He's got a 7-gamer now and hit at .619 along the way. With 7 runs driven in. Hard to get him out of the lineup right now. Two on, nobody out. Carl Crawford flying to left first time up. Bunts at the 0-1 and is down 0-2.
Jabbed at it that time. Instead of squaring around, getting the knees bent, and getting the bat out in front, Crawford just kind of really jabs at this ball. You see where the bat is. It's back behind him instead of out in front.
Slices it foul down the left field line. So I guess when bunting, you don't want the ball to travel deep.
No, you want to get it out in front of the plate. Bend those knees, square around, and get the barrel of the bat and out in front of home plate.
Swinging a pop-up for Crawford. Back at second base. It is Aaron Hill makes the catch a stride on the outfield grass for the first out. There's one out here in the third inning. Here comes Jason Varitek. This guy went out to center field in the second. David Ortiz at second base, Jed Lowry at first base. Tried to hold up and goes around for strike one. Didn't even check. It was Dana Demuth, the crew chief, who made that call. Swing and a miss.
Very good changeup by Romero there. That one moving down and away from Jason Varitek. So a breaking ball followed up by a changeup. Couple of off-speed pitches to start off Varitek. Now let's see if they elevate in the strike zone.
Varitek chops one towards shortstop. Escobar to second for one. And Varitek will reach at first base. They get the middleman in Jed Lowry as Ortiz takes third. So first and third, two down in the inning. Here comes Jacoby Ellsbury. Lined out to shortstop in the second inning. '70th pitch of the day for Ricky Romero. And it's in there for strike one. Ellsbury lined out to the shortstop Escobar in the second inning. That's with Ortiz at third. Varitek crossed the diamond at first. Just missing, 1-1. Romero deep into that pitch count as he works here in the third inning. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2.
Once again, the changeup from Romero, this time to the left-handed hitter Ellsbury. Jacoby with the big swing, but no contact.
Tried to hold up and did. Thought about going around, but it's a full count now. J.D. Drew waiting on deck. Red Sox still batting in the third inning with two outs. Late swing and a foul into the Blue Jays dugout. Red Sox right now out hitting the Blue Jays 6-1 and on top 3-0. They've added another run in this inning. Ellsbury grounds it foul. Will do it again.
Seeing a variety of off-speed pitches, curveballs, change-ups.
Popped up, back a third and short left. Escobar out, Snyder in, and Snyder takes charge and makes the catch. It ends the inning. Red Sox add a run, take a 3-0 lead at the end of 3.
Drivers have told us they like a crossover that can go the distance. That's why we gave the Chevy Equinox an EPA-estimated 32 miles per gallon highway. But do passengers appreciate all of the comfort features we put in the Equinox?
Hey, you want me to drive?
We'll take that as a yes.
Very well-qualified lessees can get a low-mileage lease on a Chevy Equinox LS for around $269 a month. Call for details. See your participating Main.
Ever notice how some dealers don't keep their promise and the car they advertise just isn't there? That doesn't happen at Morrison Chevrolet. There's no deceptive marketing, no misleading financing, only a great price on a great vehicle with outstanding service. It's truck month at Morrison Chevrolet with 0% financing for 72 months on all half-ton Silverados. Or take 0 for 60 or up to $4,500 in rebates on all other Silverados, Suburbans, Tahoes, and the all-new Traverse. See why honesty makes all the difference at Morrison Chevrolet.
Looking for a vehicle that fits your life? Looking for safety? Looking for utility? Then take a look at these. No one in Maine can match Quirk Auto Group's selection of SUVs. Subaru Outback only $299 a month. Hyundai Santa Fe as low as 0% APR. Chevy Equinox only $249 a month. Jeep Grand Cherokee as low as 1.9 APR. For SUVs, you've got to see Quirk Auto Group for statewide sales, parts, and service in Augusta, Bangor, Belfast, and Portland.
If you're a Time Warner Cable customer, one of the reasons you signed up for a cable bundle is because it's convenient. Well, so is My Services. Let me show you how it can make your life a little easier. Click on My Services at TimeWarnerCable.com. Check out TV listings, program your DVR online, even send your voicemail or your email. It costs nothing, and it saves time. My name is Mark, and I am Time Warner Cable.
Tomorrow night at 7, don't miss Nesson's English Premier League match of the week between Arsenal and Liverpool, the world's most historic soccer club. Follow the club's latest news at nesson.com/Liverpool. We head along to the 4th inning. It's 3-0. Red Sox on top. Our pleasure to have with us Senator Scott Brown in the house. How are you?
Hey, great. Good to be on. Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Good to be seen. You guys actually get paid for this. It's amazing.
It's incredible. Don't tell anybody.
I know.
Well, a very special day here in Boston. As always, the marathon going on, the Patriots Day here, and, of course, the early game at Fenway Park. Just a special time to be around.
Please, what the city of Boston does, the public safety people, to actually pull it off and get people here safely and have a good time and get home safely. It's great.
How are you enjoying the new gig?
It's a lot of work, but I'm doing my best and doing what I said I'd do, be an independent voter and thinker and look out for the people of Massachusetts.
I know you're going to be a part of something that's been very special here at Fenway Park over the last couple of years, and that's the Run to Home Base program. Tell us a little bit about it and your involvement.
Well, I got asked by a couple of the guys from one of the radio stations to come down and race in it. I'm a triathlete, so I do a lot of running. But obviously the Red Sox and what they're doing with their partners to make a difference with people who have traumatic brain injuries is unbelievable. You can go to runtohomebase.org, sign up. They need about 800 more runners, because they're shooting for 3,000. I think they're going to try to raise, $2.5–3 million, and that's all going to go to helping not only the soldiers but their families, because the families need to be treated too, because there's really a problem when they come home and then just you don't know who you're getting, and it helps the families as well.
This is hard hit to third base, gobbled up by Youkilis, and he retires Batista.
You's great, man. I'll tell you. He has a great program too. I've been supportive of his program, and he really does an amazing job. He's like a hard worker. He's one of the guys,
Pretty nice play there as he goes down to the one knee. That ball was scorched by Batista, but up easy with it is Youkilis and makes a throw to first base to get the out. You mentioned you run, you've done triathlons quite a bit. Are you able to train the same as a senator as you?
Not as much. I did a duathlon in Rentham yesterday. A little sore today, but I get up early. I'm up at 5:30 in the gym for a couple hours, and then I don't really eat a lot at night, so maybe I'll go for a run after work. But obviously my job is to do the people's business, and that takes a priority. But we have a couple of guys, Senator Thune and I. We'll go out and let a little steam off, and then we'll get back to work.
That's a reverse of what Jerry and I do. We eat a lot at night.
Well, the only reason I do it is so I can eat. Otherwise I'd have some trouble.
Back to the Run to Home Base program, which is coming up, and again, it is on May the 22nd. Registration is required, so not just anybody can show up, but we're still looking for some more people out there.
Well, the thing that's so good about it is you actually get to finish at home plate. Then obviously the festivities. I know a lot of the guys are coming down, Red Sox, and a lot of the supporters, a lot of the troops. It's really just one of those feel-good things where you can actually make a difference and have a good workout to boot.
There's a pop-up into shallow left. Crawford circles and the wind plays with it.
He's all over the place out there, huh?
He comes down with it for out number 2.
A couple of pop-ups today with that wind blowing out toward the bullpen have been a little bit difficult for outfielders and infielders. There you see on the score on our set right now the Run to Home Base, Sunday, May 22nd. 9K run ending right here at Fenway Park. Limited space available.
Yeah, there's 5.6 miles, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But obviously that goes to people who are obviously been in many deployments, are coming home and just aren't quite right. A lot of traumatic stress disorder problems, and I commend the Red Sox and their partners for really making a difference.
And 5.6 miles. It's a 9K. Serving wounded veterans returning from Iraq and Afghanistan with traumatic brain injury, combat stress.
Now, the biggest part, the problem actually being down there is I don't get to listen to you guys. Are you able to pick you up somehow back down in D.C.?
Yeah, get the baseball package.
Yeah, the MLB package.
I don't have much time to watch, but when you're away, one of the things you think about is the Red Sox, Patriots, Bruins, Celts. People don't realize when you're in a state where they have no chance of ever winning anything, the amount of jealousy amongst the senators and the congressmen. Oh my gosh, you're from Boston. Oh my God, you have the Red Sox, the Celtics, the Bruins. Everyone's always in the playoffs, always in the hunt. And when you're down in Washington or Baltimore, they're not quite there.
I was going to say, are you into the Nationals at all? Have you seen any of the games?
I have actually. I just like to go and relax with the family when they're out and about. They come in. We try to do things with the office too, just to get that camaraderie going. But I want to thank you for the honor of coming up here and meeting you and seeing you both.
Senator.
Thank you.
Very much appreciate it. See you around home base.
And you take care of your health, okay?
I'll try to. I will.
Man. Thank you.
Okay.
That airline is going to nail that frequent flyer with restrictions when he tries to use his miles.
That's a lot of red tape. Step on it. I can't escape the red tape. Now you can with Rapid Rewards. Come on.
Join Rapid Rewards and enjoy unlimited reward seats, no blackout dates, and no red tape.
Drivers have told us they like a crossover that can go the distance. That's why we gave the Chevy Equinox an EPA-estimated 32 miles per gallon highway. But do passengers appreciate all of the comfort features we put in the Equinox?
Hey, want me to drive?
We'll take that as a yes.
Very well qualified lessees can get a low mileage lease on a Chevy Equinox LS for around $269 a month. Call for details. See your participating Maine Chevy dealers.
Attention! The anti-acne drug Accutane is a very dangerous drug. If you or a loved one took Accutane and now have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or your colon has been removed, call the Greg Jones Law Firm right now to see if you may qualify for financial compensation.
Several juries have recently awarded millions of dollars to Accutane victims.
If you ever took Accutane or any of these generic versions and you now suffer from any of these conditions, call 1-800-547-8181.
Last half of the fourth inning, Red Sox have a 3-0 advantage, out hitting the Blue Jays 6-1. J.D. Drew leading it off in the last half of the fourth inning. He led it off in the first inning with a triple. Now he sends one up the middle, softly hit. Hill against the grain, off balance, and the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag. J.D. Drew is aboard for the third time today.
That's a tough throw as a second baseman to control because your momentum is taking you away from first base. You have to kind of throw it behind the first baseman. And this ball just tails up the line, and J.D. picks up the base hit. Just pulling that foot of Adam Lynn off the first base bag.
So Drew is on again, third time today, a triple, a walk, and now the infield hit. And here's Dustin Pedroia, who has walked and singled today. Outfield playing for him to go the other way. Center fielder Corey Patterson a step towards right center. In the dirt, and Aaron Sebia again having to block it, knock it down as he does again. In the air to where Patterson was playing. He backs up a few steps, ended up playing it perfectly. And there's out number one of the fourth inning. I want to remind you that tonight, immediately following our Bruins coverage, join Jade McCarthy for Nesson Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial. The highlights and reaction from the Bruins Game 3 matchup with the Canadiens up in Montreal, plus a preview of Game 2 between the Celtics and Knicks as the Celtics look to take a 2-0 series lead. All this and much, much more on Nesson Daily tonight following Bruins coverage only on Nesson. One out in the fourth inning. J.D. Drew at first base, and here's Adrian Gonzalez. Adrian does very well against lefties, having a tough time today with this particular lefty. First time he's faced Ricky Romero, and Romero struck him out in the first and struck him out in the second. John Farrell's starter up to 84 pitches with one out here in the fourth inning. There's a strike, 1-2. Youkilis waiting on deck. One out, one on here in the last of the fourth inning. Swing and a miss, and Adrian Gonzalez strikes out for the third time today.
First time he got him on a changeup, the last two times fastballs. Fastball at 92 by Gonzalez.
Two down, runner at first base. Kevin Youkilis struck out in the first inning, doubled and scored in the third inning. 1 minute for strike one. Nesson Daily be on after the Bruins coverage tonight from Montreal. Side, and it's 1-1 to Youkilis. Ricky Romero, a native of Los Angeles, California, went to Cal State Fullerton. That foul, and it's 1-2. Framed by Aaron Sebia. Thought he had a strike, but instead it's ball 2-2.
Yeah, all you got to do is watch the reaction from Romero. He thought he had strike three on Kevin Youkilis, and he has legitimate beef.
In the air to right. Over is Bautista underneath it, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Played 4 innings, 3-0, Red Sox on top.
Pedroia.
There's no way. He can't hit my stuff.
Lester.
When was the last time he pitched? High school?
The ultimate.
Strike one. Come on, that was outside.
Baseball.
Strike two. Got a piece of that one.
Showdown.
One more. Bring it.
Did Dustin Pedroia strike out John Lester? Tell us what you think happened. Go to SullivanTire.com and you can win the chance to stand on the mound at Fenway Park and pitch to Dustin Pedroia.
To enter, go to SullivanTire.com.
At Planters, living a healthy lifestyle is important. What's my secret? Well, this. A tasty nutrition blend that helps keep the legs pumping. Planters Nutrition, specially mixed for a remarkably nutritious snack.
As your love has evolved, so have your gifts. From I like you, I really like you. I love you. I will always love you. And sometimes a gift says you mean more to me than anything else in the world. Life insurance from New York Life ensures your loved ones will always be taken care of. With 166 years of financial strength, it's the most selfless gift you can give. New York Life, the company you keep.
Be proud of your name, because your name is what makes you unique. And nobody can take that away from you. There is only one you. Like there is only one of us, with everything that it means.
During Jeep's 70th anniversary event, lease Liberty Sport 4x4 for $199 a month for well-qualified returning lessees.
Immediately following the game today, stay with us for WB Mason's Extra Innings Live with TC and Jim. Get the breakdown of Daisuke Matsuzaka's performance in this series finale, including the manager's perspective from the press room. Plus, the guys will answer your questions, so keep those tweets coming. It's all coming up right after the game on WB Mason's Extra Innings Live.
You know, I've got a complaint.
Okay.
Every time we have a guest in the booth, some form of celebrity or whatever it is, it seems like you always have your camera ready for a picture after. And the picture generally starts with the three of us in it.
Right.
By the time the finished product comes out,
you
eliminate me.
Yes. Well,
yeah, the senator brought me in.
Right.
I had no intentions of getting in the picture. He
Right.
brought me in, and you have already eliminated me from that picture.
You have already been chopped out. Yes.
Exactly.
It's an unfortunate development, but it had to happen because there's plenty of pictures of you all over my wall already. I mean, if I were to take a picture with everybody,
There's no pictures of me on your wall because you cut them all out. Every single one is cut out.
No, Steven Tyler, you're still in there.
That's because I had to be, because there was somebody else in the booth.
Right. And there's a great shot of your shoulder in the Kevin Costner photo. Which was unfortunate because there was just no way to get it out.
It doesn't take you long to get it out, too. You already had it out between innings.
Yes, Megan and I have photoshopped it already. We've worked on it. We've set it. And you've been eliminated. The 1-1. It's fouled off back below us. I will say it is very easy to Photoshop you. I don't know why that is. I don't know. You should be the right height, or I don't know what it is.
I go out nice and clean.
Swing and a miss. There, Sebia strikes out. Second K. Daisuke Matsuzaka, and there's one away in the fifth.
His first strikeout was with a fastball. This time it's the slider to Aaron Sebia, and what a much better outing this has been for Daisuke this afternoon.
So one down here in the fifth inning, and Travis Snyder, the batter, he walked in the second inning. Outside for ball 2, 2-0.
People must come into your place and go, wow, you know a lot of people.
No one ever comes into
with
my
everybody.
Place. No one ever comes into my place, though. That's the thing. I mean, you don't really.
Well, your children do.
We have had a lot of people up here over the last 11 years.
Yeah, it's amazing when they start to mount up, and you know, you notice like all the pitches that you're not in.
Popped up down the left field line. Crawford makes his way over and in. And there's 2 down in the inning. Eastern Bank is teaming up with Adrian and Betsy Gonzalez to help local families by donating $1,000 for every home run Adrian hits this season to select Habitat for Humanity affiliates in Eastern Massachusetts. Two down in the 5th inning. Edwin Encarnacion, who flied out to left in the 2nd. There's strike 1 to Encarnacion right off the bereavement list. The DH today and generally at third base on a regular basis, but Jason Nix has been playing in his absence in each of the games of the series. Ground ball up the middle. Lowry to his left. The throw to first is in time, and Daisuke got it going on now. He's retired 10 in a row. Halfway through this one, it's 3-0 Red Sox.
When people tested the Chevy Cruze LTZ against the competition, something impressive happened.
It's very luxurious.
It's sleek, it's compact, it's comfortable, fun to drive.
A little bigger than I expected.
Wow, look at that room. Nice looking car.
Come see for yourself. Test drive Cruze against the competition during Dare to Compare, only at your participating Chevy dealer.
I would take one in a heartbeat.
Or, very well qualified lessees can get a low mileage lease on a 2011 Chevrolet Cruze LS for around $159 a month. Call for details. See your participating Maine Chevy dealers.
Attention computer shoppers with past credit problems. If you've had past credit problems and want to make a change, call now. All you need is an active checking account and you're approved for our program. Bankruptcy, liens, divorce, or job loss, it doesn't matter. You're approved. We'll get you that new computer you always wanted and report on your credit so you can start to get it back on track. Call now and with your paid order, we'll add a free color printer, free MP3 music player, and a free LCD TV. You heard right. Free printer, free MP3 player, and a free LCD TV. Call now and tell us where you want your brand new computer and free gift shipped today.
Proof, the evidence or argument that compels the mind to accept an assertion as true. As in, Toyota has the most fuel-efficient vehicles, including Toyota Tacoma, named the best fuel-efficient work truck on the road. The state of being convinced or persuaded, as in you could save up to $950 on specially equipped Tacomas. Plus 2 years of complimentary maintenance saves you even more. Toyota Tacoma, the proof is in the truck. Ask someone you know who drives one.
This is a public announcement. CNNMoney.com reports that in some areas of the country, buyers are scooping up homes for as little as $1,000. Foreclosures are at an all-time high. Government and private banks are liquidating these homes now. If you currently rent a house or apartment, you may call now and learn how to receive your free list of these homes. All others may call tomorrow. Every house must be sold. This is a public announcement.
Call 1-800-294-3007. That's 1-800-294-3007.
Last half of the 5th inning back at Fenway Park. David Ortiz leading it off and taking ball 1 inside. Well, Ricky Romero works here into the 5th inning. "92 pitches deep into his outing. Full shift on here now for the Jays, this time on Ortiz. David walked in the 1st inning, single to right in the 3rd inning. And knocked in a run with his base hit back in the 3rd. All 3-0 and Aaron Sebia now to talk to Ricky Romero.
And 94 pitches now for Romero here in the 5th inning. Last time they had the shift on, but they didn't have the second baseman back on in the grass. You can see not really the complete shift. It was just playing him to pull. And he gets the ball by Aaron Hill for the base hit to drive in a run.
In there for strike 3-1. Ortiz, Lowry, then Crawford in the inning. And ball 4 to David Ortiz. He is on for the 3rd time today. 4th walk given up by Romero. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Eastern Bank. Commitment, compassion, and love of the game. These are just some of the things Eastern Bank is made of. Find out what we're made of at easternbank.com. Here is Jed Lowry with Ortiz at first. Lowry is 2 for 2 in the game with 2 runs batted in. Those singles to right field for Jed. In there for strike 1-1. Luis Perez warming in the pen for the Jays. First action we've seen out there today. Romero had to throw a lot of pitches early. Threw 49 pitches through the first 2 innings. And nearing 100 now. Does not have an out in the 5th. Lowry hits a high drive to deep left. It keeps on going for Jed Lowry. An amazing homestand and a great start to 2011. His 2-run shot puts the Sox on top 5-0.
Oh, is he hot or is he hot? He took the first couple of at-bats to the opposite field. Then he gets a breaking ball from Romero and puts it into the monster seats. Here's the curveball from Romero. And there's the home run from Lowry. 4 RBI in the afternoon.
Hess and Hess Express are proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on NESN during the 2011 Red Sox season. Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Red Sox Foundation for every Red Sox home run hit. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. Up and in, and it's 1-1.
One more look from left field at the Lowry home run. His 2nd of the season.
To left field. Travis Snyder going back to make the catch on the base of the track. And Carl Crawford is 0 for 3 today. One out in the 5th, and Jason Varitek coming up. Varitek flied out to center field in the 2nd inning. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 3rd. Poppy on base 3 times in the game today. Varitek chases after that pitch up and away, and it's 0-2.
Jason really upset he missed that first fastball. It was right down the middle. Then he chases one that's up and away.
Outside, ball 1. Walk and a blast in this inning. Red Sox adding 2 runs. And Romero at 106, as high as 113. It's 1-2, misses for ball 2, 2-2. Ball 4. Varitek pretty patient on some high fastballs. He heads down to first base. Fifth walk given up by Romero, and it'll be his last. Pitching change from Fenway Park. Red Sox on top 5-0.
Drivers have told us they like a crossover that can go the distance. That's why we gave the Chevy Equinox an EPA-estimated 32 miles per gallon highway. But do passengers appreciate all of the comfort features we put in the Equinox?
Hey, want me to drive?
We'll take that as a yes.
Very well-qualified lessees can get a low-mileage lease on a Chevy Equinox LS for around $269 a month. Call for details. See your participating Maine Chevy dealers.
Red Sox Game Day Live gets you ready for every game. Pre-game insight from the best in the business.
We're joined by a trio of Hall of Famers.
Join the conversation with NESN.com, Facebook, and Twitter. On-set interviews and features you won't find anywhere else. Right before every game, tune into Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by Uno's, and only on NESN.
With Uno's new menu, dig into something really good without feeling really guilty. New flavorful choices right next to our deep dish classics. Treat yourself good and treat yourself right. Uno's. That's why we're here.
We are Red Sox fans. We've held our breath, kept the faith, and now we're gonna stay up late. Starting Tuesday on NESN, stay up with the Sox for their first West Coast road trip of the season. First up, it's the A's and the first look at Matsui in green. Then the Sox face the Angels and a pair of the league's top aces. When the Sox try to turn it around against the American League West, you won't want to miss a minute. Tuesday night, it's Red Sox A's. Coverage starts at 9, only on NESN. Red Sox fans, get ready. The ultimate Red Sox show on NESN is the best show for all things Sox. Heidi Watney takes you beyond the field for an inside look at this year's team.
That's the plan.
Player interviews, the week's top plays, and exclusive features that only NESN can deliver. From the ballpark to batting practice, get a full week's worth of your favorite team. The ultimate Red Sox show with Heidi Watney, presented by Arbella Insurance. Sundays, only on NESN.
5-0 Red Sox on top of the Blue Jays. One out in the last half of the fifth inning. Runner at first and one down as Jacoby Ellsbury, his third at bat of the day, having to deal with another lefty. And he wraps one foul. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford dealers. Luis Perez first out of the pen here for John Farrell into the game. Another lefty after Ricky Romero goes 4 1/3 innings. Perez pitched here, going an inning and a third on Saturday against the Red Sox. No runs, a hit, 2 strikeouts for Luis Perez. In there for strike 2 to Jacoby Ellsbury. Ricky Romero with the 5 runs today. Career ERA mark against the Red Sox, 7.69 in his career. 109 pitches today. 8 hits, 5 runs. Still responsible for Varitek at first base.
Everybody seems to have a team, and for Romero, that team seems to be the Red Sox.
Total of 5 walks today. They hurt him. High pitch count through first 2 innings. He had 49 pitches in the first 2 and was chased from the game in the 5th with 1 out. Thought about it, but did not go. They're going to check. And it did not go, apparently. 2-2. Jason Varitek at first base with 1 out in the 5th. Swing and a miss, and Ellsbury strikes out. Perez strikes him out. First batter he faces here in the 5th.
Good movement on that fastball from Perez. Kind of a two-seam fastball that goes down and in on Jacoby Ellsbury.
2 down in the inning. Veritek at first base. Here's J.D. Drew's had a nice day. Drew takes strike one. Tripled and scored in the first inning. Walked in the second inning. And infield hit in the fourth. On the ground up the middle, ranging is Escobar. The shortstop throws out J.D. Drew, and Perez stops the bleeding. Red Sox score a couple runs on a 2-run shot by Lowry. It's 5-0 Boston.
So for vacation, the Levys are driving cross country. For vacation, 5 days together in a car, driving through the middle of nowhere. No, thank you. After 3 hours, we'd kill each other. For vacation?
There are people who don't understand the way you live. There's an insurance company that does. Safeco Insurance. Find a local agent at safeco.com.
Car Connection calls the XF a modern interpretation, yet an instant classic. With sports car styling and power, plus the refinement and space of a luxury sedan, the Jaguar XF is a timeless blend of performance and craftsmanship. See how Jaguar outperforms the competition at jaguarperforms.com or visit your local Jaguar dealer.
Listen up, America!
Listen up, America. I'm talking to anyone with or without a pre-existing medical condition. The recent health care bill will not take effect until at least 2014, leaving families and individuals lacking health insurance with no immediate solution to their concerns. Meanwhile, medical problems continue to be the #1 cause of bankruptcies. But here's the good news. A health insurance hotline has been established to provide affordable health insurance for all uninsured Americans. And yes, uninsured Americans with pre-existing conditions. Call the number on your screen now, and in less than 10 minutes, you could have a choice of affordable health plans from the Hotline Network. This is not a discount card. You will have access to doctors, hospitals, dental care, infant care, and emergency services. Call the health insurance hotline now and get you and your family covered today.
Call 800-351-5866. That's 800-351-5866.
Whether you're replacing a faucet or remodeling an entire bath, do what the Red Sox did. Turn to Frank Webb's Bath Centers, the showrooms of FW Webb. Find a showroom near you at frankwebb.com. 5-0 Red Sox on top of the Blue Jays. Top half of the 6th inning. 18-minute wait for Daisuke Matsuzaka returns to the mound here for the Red Sox. 73 pitches for Matsuzaka through the first 5 innings, and in a stretch now where he has retired 10 batters in a row. Jason Nix takes strike one. Daisuke has surrendered 1 hit and 1 walk, and both of those came in the first 2 innings. In there for strike 2, and it's 0-2. Far and away the best outing so far of the year for Daisuke Matsuzaka. The 7-day layoff apparently has done him some good. Strike 3 call makes quick work of Jason Nix. 3rd K for Daisuke.
Now Daisuke with a couple of strikeouts on his slider, one on his fastball. This time the slider to Nix to pick up the strikeout. Ball just has life coming out of Daisuke's hand today.
.50 strikes, 26 balls so far of the 76 pitches he's thrown. Fly ball to right off the bat of Escobar, sending Drew back a few steps. 2 down. Time now for today's AT&T trivia question. Question was, who was the last player to lead the Red Sox in both home runs and in stolen bases in a season? Jacoby Ellsbury currently leading in both.
Frank Wigginton. That's my call.
Frank Wigginton. Two down here in the sixth inning. Corey Patterson 0 for 2. Sends one out to center. Ellsbury is there, and Daisuke continues to roll along. A 5-pitch inning, 13 straight mowed down by Daisuke. 5-0 Red Sox.
Brewers, Canadians, a more compelling playoff story couldn't have been written. Now, as the series moves to Montreal, the Brewers fight for their first win. Game 3 coverage tonight at 6:30, presented by Xfinity, only on NESN.
And right now, lease the Sorrento for $239 a month.
My Bob's is different. Your choice of not one, but get this, 14 sofa and love seat packages at an untouchable $7.99 each. At My Bob's, it's not a matter of how much you're gonna pay, but how little. Just $7.99 for the sofa and love seat. Now that's value, even in bonded leather. Both pieces only $7.99. 14 sofa and love seat packages, only $7.99 each. Elsewhere, nowhere but My Bob's.
Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by Berlin City Auto Group, over-the-top care by down-to-earth people, Maine State Lottery, We've Got the Games, and Subway, where winners eat.
Attention hip and knee replacement victims.
Certain hip and knee implants are defective. If your hip or knee implant has been removed or is causing you problems, call the Goldwater Law Firm.
Certain hip and knee implant medical devices can fail, causing you severe pain. Sometimes the hip and knee devices must be replaced entirely. You may be entitled to financial compensation.
If your hip or knee implant has been removed or is causing you problems, call 1-800-257-5492.
Arbor Coat exterior stain by Benjamin Moore, a revolutionary waterborne stain that outperforms the best oil-based stains on the market. Find Arbor Coat at your local Benjamin Moore retailer. Last half of the sixth inning back at Fenway Park. It's 5-0 Red Sox on top, out hitting the Jays 8-1. And Dustin Pedroia taking ball one from Luis Perez. Starter today for the Blue Jays on the hook is Ricky Romero. Went to 4 1/3 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, walked 5, struck out 4. There's a strike for Perez, 1-1. Luis Perez came in the 5th inning, retired both batters he faced, Ellsbury and Drew, to get out of the 5th inning, and starts the 6th inning. Three and 1 to Dustin Pedroia, followed by Adrian Gonzalez and Kevin Youkilis here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Gonzalez glad to see Ricky Romero gone. He struck out 3 times against Ricky Romero. Ball 4, leadoff walk for Pedroia. 6th walk given up by the Blue Jays. They've walked a ton in this series. Well, tomorrow night, right after Red Sox first pitch, join us for Red Sox Game Day Live, presented by Uno's at TC Heidi at 9:30. John Lackey takes on a former foe as the Sox head out west to take on the Oakland A's. Plus, the Boston Globe's Dan Shaughnessy will have the latest news and notes from around the majors. Our coverage begins live tomorrow at 9, only on NESN. 22 total walks in this 4-game series for the Toronto Blue Jays pitching staff. That cannot sit well with John Farrell. Mark Zepsinski is warming in the pen now for the Jays, with Luis Perez working here in the 6th inning. Gonzalez fouls it off. It's got to be a little bit different for Adrian Gonzalez and some of the newer Red Sox players coming in here for their first Patriots day and an 11 a.m. start time. Some of the guys rolling into the clubhouse this morning, and a little bit different rolling in from morning baseball. Miller! 1-2 broken bat grounder softly towards third, Nix to second, and they get the lead runner. And Dustin Pedroia for the first out of the 6th. It's time for a game break in. Tom Caron, TC.
Join us after the game. We'll be here on Yawkey Way to recap this game, look back on the homestand. We'll also preview the upcoming trip to the West Coast and take you up to Montreal for a preview of Game 3 between the Bruins and Canadiens. Don?
Okay, Tom, thanks very much. Inside Fenway Park, it is 5-0. Red Sox on top. 1 out, 1 on. And Youkilis batting for the 4th time today. Youkilis struck out in the first. He doubled in the 3rd and scored. Fly to right in the 4th inning.
Hey, you're right about this 11 o'clock start time. Totally different for the players. Actually brings them back to their spring training days when they have to get up so early for those early morning workouts. Nobody took batting practice today unless you wanted to take it in the cage.
Nicholas lays off and is ahead 3-0. David Ortiz waiting on deck. 1 out here in the 6th inning. Red Sox have had at least 1 base runner in every inning today, and have left a total of 8 men on base. The lead at 5-0 as Youkilis takes strike 1. It's generally a travel day for the Red Sox, and no different this year. They're heading to Oakland after the game today. Fly ball to right field, pretty deep. Jose Bautista going back towards the pen. It's gone. Into the bullpen, Kevin Youkilis, who nearly missed a home run earlier, doesn't miss this one. It's a 2-run shot, and the Red Sox lead it 7-0.
Well, Youkilis today showing power to the opposite field. One off the top of the wall earlier in the ball game back in the 3rd inning, and now one over the wall into the bullpen. Nice inside out swing by Youkilis, generating a lot of power to the opposite field.
That is home run number 114 for Kevin Youkilis in his career. And you talk about an even split. 57 of those have come here at Fenway Park, and 57 of those have come on the road.
That's an even split.
Right down the middle, Jerry.
That's the ball in the bullpen, and they refuse to touch it.
It is a 7-0 Red Sox lead as David Ortiz takes ball 1. You see a lot of this pressing, lifting over the last 48 hours with the Red Sox winning back-to-back games over the weekend. Some guys starting to loosen up a little bit, and yesterday contributions from some guys who have been pressing early in the season. Yesterday both Ellsbury and Saltalamacchia with good days at the plate, and starting to come around here. And the Red Sox playing very good baseball at the tail end of this homestand. And their first strike, 2-1.
Now the key is to carry that momentum on a road, and a very tough road trip for the Red Sox.
Chopped into the shift right side. Nick's the third baseman, fires to first for the out. He swung around to the right, and Ortiz is out number 2 of the inning. Here comes Jed Lowry, who's having some kind of homestand and some kind of game today. Single in the first to drive in 2, a single in the third, and a 2-run home run in the 5th. So he takes strike 1. Updated numbers on the 7-game hitting streak for Jed Lowry. On the ground, and another base hit for Jed Lowry. 4 for 4 on the day.
The Amica Pitch Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Amica Insurance is not just how you covet, it's how you treat it. And Jed Lowry's home run back in the 5th inning, a 3-pitch at bat. A fastball down and in. Another fastball inside part of the plate. And then Lowry takes the breaking ball out of the ballpark for the home run.
Action in the Blue Jays pen. Octavio Dotel. Perez running into trouble here in the 6th inning. The one guy who's not been able to snap out of it yet is Carl Crawford. He was 0 for 3 today. He's flied out to left on 2 occasions and popped out to second base. Fly ball to left field. Snyder going back. Now maybe he has. High off the wall for Carl Crawford. Jed Lowry is going to try and score from first base. He will on the wall ball double for Carl Crawford. It's 8-0 Sox.
Well, it has to feel awfully good for Kyle Crawford, who has been big-time struggling. He gets a fastball out over the plate, and the inside-out swing finds that left field wall. Left-handers with power love that left field wall here at Fenway Park.
That is the day for Luis Perez. The first reliever for the Blue Jays is done. Pitching change from Fenway. It's now 8-0 Red Sox.
We are Red Sox fans. We've held our breath, kept the faith, and now we're gonna stay up late. Starting Tuesday on NESN, stay up with the Sox for their first West Coast road trip of the season. First up, it's the A's and the first look at Matsui in green. Then the Sox face the Angels and a pair of the league's top aces. When the Sox try to turn it around against the American League West, you won't want to miss a minute. Tuesday night, it's Red Sox A's. Coverage starts at 9, only on NESN. The English Premier League is on NESN. Featuring Liverpool, as star forward Andy Carroll leads the world's most historic soccer club against top-tier clubs Arsenal, Chelsea, and Manchester United. Catch the world's most popular league on New England's most watched sports network. The English Premier League Match of the Week on NESN. Presented by Ace Ticket.
Sure, being a New England sports fan is who we are. It's part of our lives.
We live and breathe this stuff every minute of every day. Come on, you can't script this. It unfolds right in front of our eyes. Each game is a story waiting to be told. The ultimate reality show. Every day, right here, right now. These are our teams. This is NESN.
You want to know what makes a good story? Sometimes it's the backstory, the history, the inspiration.
And here we go again.
Sometimes it's what happens next.
Here we go.
Every season's like a story, and I want to make this story historic.
Scores! Determination, effort, execution. Oh, the gods are smiling on the Bruins. Hard work pays off.
Live for what happens next. Live for hockey.
Tuesday this April, earn at least double and up to 5 times the points just for playing slots. Only at Foxwoods Resort Casino and MGM Grand at Foxwoods. Foxwoods, official resort casino of the Boston Red Sox.
Carl Crawford had been 3 for his last 35, but he breaks out of it with a double that drives in the Red Sox 8th run. And it's 8-0 Boston with 2 outs here in the 6th inning. And the Red Sox really getting it done offensively in this series. Last 4 games, 26 runs, and only 40 runs for the first 11 games of the regular season. Not done yet. Still batting here in the 6th inning. And it's Jason Varitek who takes strike 1 over the inside corner. First right-hander Red Sox have dealt with today. So Varitek turns around to bat from the left side. Octavio Dotel, his 5th appearance, 1-0 with a 6.75 earned run average. Opponent sitting at .222 against Dotel. Varitek down on the count, 0-2. Dotel working here on Saturday against the Red Sox. 2/3 of an inning, gave up a hit and a walk. And strikes out Varitek, looking to end the inning. The Red Sox tack on 3 more and lead at 8-0 after 6.
When Dunnett Incorporated first opened more than 62 years ago, we were just out of World War II and busy building the American dream. Dunnett still helps Maine families achieve that dream with quality name brand appliances. Dunnett does it with warehouse selection and warehouse pricing right in the showroom, with free delivery without a mail-in rebate. Dunnett does it with a free range or dryer cord with your purchase, rated #1 sales and service for 15 years in a row. For more than 62 years, we've said it. Dunnett has done it again.
Looking for safety? Looking for fuel efficiency? Looking for affordability? Then take a look at these. Quirk Auto Group has more fuel-efficient cars statewide than anyone. Hyundai Elantra, only $189 a month. Ford Fiesta from just $12,495. Chevy Cruze, up to 40 miles per gallon. Subaru Legacy, only $199 a month. Saving you at the pump, saving you down the road. Quirk Auto Group for statewide sales, parts, and service in Augusta, Bangor, Belfast, and Portland.
I dream about it all winter.
The best beer in America.
I look forward to it every summer.
It's crisp, clean, and refreshing. Best beer, hands down.
We love Shipyard Summer Ale.
Ever notice how some dealers don't keep their promise and the car they advertise just isn't there? That doesn't happen at Morrison Chevrolet. There's no deceptive marketing, no misleading financing, only a great price on a great vehicle with outstanding service. It's truck month at Morrison Chevrolet with 0% financing for 72 months on all half-ton Silverados. Or take 0 for 60 or up to $4,500 in rebates on all other Silverados, Suburbans, Tahoes, and the all-new Traverse. See why honesty makes all the difference at Morrison.
Bats are coming alive for the Red Sox. Kevin Youkilis with a home run swing and Carl Crawford with a wall ball double. It's all starting to come together. Some relief for Carl Crawford. Things looking up in Sox Nation as we head to the 7th inning, 8-0. Red Sox on top of the Jays. Daisuke Matsuzaka pitches by inning today and has been very economical at the tail end, which is so unusual. First pitch strike in there for Daisuke Matsuzaka. Only 2 base runners on the day for the Toronto Blue Jays. Jose Bautista's single way back in the first inning, and then Travis Snyder walked in the second. 13 in a row retired by Daisuke. Pitch 80, and he goes around as Bautista. It's 0-2. He disagrees.
Well, once again, that good hard slider from Daisuke's had a good one this afternoon. Starts it off the outside edge, ends up off the plate, but Bautista can't stay off it.
15 of 21 first pitch strikes for Daisuke Matsuzaka. So today, Jerry, he's throwing a lot of strikes like he did in the outing he got beat up. I guess the difference is they're not down the middle.
The location is much better today for Daisuke. He's been on the corners with most of his stuff.
In the dirt, and it's 2-2.
Even when he's thrown a fastball down the middle, he has elevated it a little bit, and he's got some pop-up outs, some fly ball outs.
A pretty good pitch, but it is ball 3, full count. Only the third 3-ball count of the day for Daisuke. Fly ball headed out towards right center. Ellsbury moves into right center and makes the catch. Weekday mornings at 6, catch the Dennis and Callahan Morning Show on WEI Sports Radio Network and right here on NESN. It's the #1 morning show in Boston, so if you haven't tuned in yet, try it tomorrow to find out what makes the rest of New England already know this. That's Dennis and Callahan, weekday mornings at 6. $14 in a row retired by Matsuzaka. 1 out in the 7th. Adam Lynn, the batter. Grounds it foul down towards the tarp. Lynn is 0 for 2. He's grounded out to first base and flied out to left. Popped up. Youkilis heading back and fair ground. Now the wind's going to take it. Look out. And Uke makes the catch as he tumbles down. An adventure, but in the end he gets it done.
And he's looking at Lowry like, Jed, give me a little help here. The wind's blowing it back. Back goes Youkilis. He's still able to make the catch, but just barely. A lot of baseball showing in that run right there. Snow cone. Very graceful on Youkilis' part right there.
Two down in the 7th inning. Aaron Hill, the batter. It's ball 1 away. Hill is flied out to left and flied out to center. 0 for 2 today. Broken bat, grounder to third. Youkilis will pick and throw, and that will end the inning. 7th inning stretch here from Fenway Park. It is 8-0. The Red Sox on top. And we'll keep it right here on this Patriots Day from Fenway Park for God Bless America.
Are now posted on the center field video board. thank you for your continued support of the Red Sox Foundation. Now please rise and stretch and prepare to sing along with our Fenway Park organist as he plays Take Me Out to the Ball Game, presented by Coca-Cola. But before that, we welcome back a vocalist from a Boston church founded in 1723. Here to perform God Bless America, please welcome Vanessa Shukas from the Old North Church Choir.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Let's see you fly now.
Look, more frequent flyer red tape. Not on my watch.
Let that family fly!
I just wanted to use miles to take my family on vacation, but...
Let me guess, restrictions through the roof.
That's right.
Not anymore. Rapid Rewards has your back.
Join Rapid Rewards and enjoy unlimited reward seats, no blackout dates, and no red tape.
Berlin City has been serving New England for 30 years, and today, BerlinCity.com makes buying your next vehicle easy and convenient. Just tell us what you're looking for. We have over 2,000 new and used vehicles online, and if we don't have what you want, we'll find it for you. At BerlinCity.com, you can search by make, search by price, and even see videos of the vehicles. And we'll deliver your car right to your door no matter where you live. So visit BerlinCity.com today. Every make, every model, every day. Berlin City, over-the-top care by down-to-earth people.
What's the plan for the run today? Just full speed ahead, amped up, ready to roll.
That's the noise I want to hear. Let's crush those hills, thrash those trails. Prepare for impact!
You got no piece of me. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Awesome, yeah.
H2O!
Do it again. Dude, that was sick. Unreal.
76 training buddies, natural movement perfected. Real flex from Reebok.
8-0 Red Sox on top. It's time now for the answer to today's AT&T trivia question. Who was the last player to lead the Red Sox in both home runs and stolen bases in a season? Jerry said Skip Wigginton. And the answer is Carl Everett. 34 home runs, 11 stolen bases in 2000. Everett led the Sox 34 homers and 11 steals. Prior to Everett, Ellis Burks pulled off the feed in 1990 when he had 21 home runs and 9 stolen bases. Last 4 Red Sox to lead in both have all been outfielders. Jim Rice in 75, Yaz led in both categories in 70, and Ellsbury entering the day leading the Red Sox in both home runs and steals with 3 each, and Skip Wigginton is nowhere on the list.
Sorry about that. I just, the name I threw out there, I thought maybe that would be it.
Still be Ellsbury leading it off here in the 7th. He's lined out, popped out, and struck out.
When did the first runners come across the finish line anyway?
Gotta be soon, right?
Is it a little after 2 o'clock?
Coming up on 1:30 now, so we still got a little ways. Although they look like people running.
Yeah.
1-1 is in there for strike 2.
Maybe they start earlier now, because it used to be like a little after 2 o'clock when the elite runners would cross the line. These
do not appear to be them.
These are other runners. Just about got it completed.
Defensive changes for the Jays as John McDonald has checked in at second base. It's a day for Aaron Hill. One, 2 to Ellsbury. in the air to right field. Deep far, Batista at the wall. It's into the bullpen. Home run number 4 of the year for Jacoby Ellsbury. He's got the home run stroke going in 2011. 9-0 Red Sox.
Now once again, Ellsbury gets a low fastball right out over the plate, hooks it into the Red Sox bullpen.
Drew lifts it in the air to left center field. Corey Patterson, the center fielder, coming in, and he makes the catch for the first out of the 7th inning. For every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Red Sox get a save, CVS Pharmacy will donate $500 to Children's Hospital Boston. CVS Pharmacy is the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. Three home runs in the game today for the Red Sox, season high in that category. He's breaking ball in there for strike 1 to Dustin Pedroia. Pedroia's been on 3 times today, 2 walks and a single. He's also flied out to center field. Tried to hold up, could not. It's 0-2. Alfredo Aceves warming in the pen for Boston. Red Sox are the season high in runs and in hits. They've not had one of these yet this season, and here it is, final game of the homestand. Pedroia with a foul tip held on to, and he strikes out in the second out of the 7th inning. Second strikeout for Dotel.
El Dotel going upstairs with the fastball, a foul tip, but into the mitt, into the webbing of the glove of Aaron Sebia.
Dunkin' Donuts is in its 13th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations in the Dunkin' Dugout. Special seating section at Fenway Park. Thousands of children have had the chance to catch a Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. 2 outs in the 7th inning for Adrian Gonzalez. Gonzalez struck out 3 times. That was all against Ricky Romero, left-handed starter for the Jays today. Last time up, he reached on a fielder's choice and scored. Late on the 93-mile-an-hour fastball, and it's 1-2. Youkilis waits on deck. He's got one of the 3 home runs today for the Red Sox, along with Jed Lowry and Jacoby Ellsbury. Adrian Gonzalez gets into this one. Back towards the wall. Back goes Patterson. Can't catch it. Kind of gave up on it, and it was a ground rule double. Pulled back like he was going to run into the wall or something out there.
Yeah, he started to extend his hand and his arm to see that if he was going to make the catch, then pulled it back. Right there, thinking he was closer to the wall than he actually was. Ball bounces over his head and into the stands for the ground rule double.
Which the Youkilis is inside. Youkilis 2 for 4 today, doubled and scored in the 3rd, nearly hit one out, hit on top of the wall, and came back in, and then last time the 2-run shot. Jays with more action, right-hander Casey Jansen. Ricky Romero, the starter today, 4 1/3, giving up 5 runs. Luis Perez out of the pen first. He gave up 3 runs of his own. And Octavio Dotel has given up a run since coming in. A solo shot by Jacoby Ellsbury. Now Adrian Gonzalez at second base with 2 down. Youkilis fouls it off, 2-2. David Ortiz on deck. Red Sox with 7 extra base hits on the day. Youkilis in the air to left field. Travis Snyder back onto the track to make the catch. That ends the inning. Home run for Jacoby Ellsbury adds to the Red Sox lead on top 9-0.
In their last match, Andy Carroll scored his first goals for Liverpool. Now the world's most historic soccer club challenges Arsenal, who must win to keep pressure on Man U. Tuesday at 7, Liverpool-Arsenal, the English Premier League match of the week on Nessun, presented by Ace Ticket.
Car Connection calls the XF a modern interpretation, yet an instant classic. With sports car styling and power, plus the refinement and space of a luxury sedan, the Jaguar XF is a timeless blend of performance and craftsmanship. See how Jaguar outperforms the competition at jaguarperforms.com or visit your local Jaguar dealer.
Attention all homeowners, do you want help today?
Are you having difficulty making your mortgage payments? Do you have an adjustable rate set to adjust to a new rate? Do you want to lower your mortgage payments to an amount you can afford?
If you answered yes to any of these questions, call the Loan Modification Help Hotline now. We may be able to cut your mortgage payment in half and help to reduce your interest payment to as low as 1%. Find out what we can do for you today. The call is free. The consultation is free.
We were so worried about losing our home. Loan modification helped us to avoid foreclosure. Glad I made the call.
Homeowners, do not struggle another minute. Call the Loan Modification Help Hotline toll-free. Discover how much we can reduce your mortgage payment. Act now. We may be able to cut your mortgage payment in half and help to reduce your interest payment to as low as 1%. Call now for a free consultation.
Call 800-910-3880.
Bruins, Canadians, a more compelling playoff story couldn't have been written. Now, as the series moves to Montreal, the Bruins fight for their first win. Game 3 coverage tonight at 6:30, presented by Xfinity, only on Nessun.
Back at Fenway with the game summary is brought to you by Xfinity. Jed Lowry has been absolutely on fire, and today in a 4-for-4 effort, it includes a 2-run home run in the 5th inning. Carl Crawford has really been struggling in his first 3 plate appearances. It flied out 3 times until this wall ball double would score Jed Lowry. All part of the Red Sox 9-run output, but the pitching spectacular today for Daisuke Matsuzaka. 7 innings, 1 hit, no runs, a walk and 3 strikeouts. One of the best outings for Daisuke he has had in a Red Sox uniform. Jed Lowry and the Red Sox have banged out 13 hits. They're out hitting the Blue Jays 13-1. As we move along to the 8th inning, some changes for the Red Sox. First in right field, where J.D. Drew's day is over. Darnell McDonald checks in defensively in right. And the new Red Sox pitcher is Alfredo Aceves. Comes on after the 7 innings from Daisuke. His 5th appearance. No record, a 2.70 ERA. He's worked in 6 2/3. 4 hits, 2 walks, 5 Ks, and opponents hitting at 182 against Alfredo Aceves. A blown save here on Friday against the Blue Jays. 1 scoreless inning pitched. As the pitch is in there for strike over the outside corner. J.P. Arancibia flied out to center field in the 2nd inning, struck out swinging in the 5th. On the ground is short. Lowry picks it and throws out Arancibia. 1 down. Before Daisuke departed, he retired the last 16 that he faced. So that's 17 Blue Jays have been retired in a row now.
An amazing performance this afternoon by Daisuke Matsuzaka. Certainly different than what we've seen so far this season.
Pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket, and there are the numbers. 89 pitches. Did it so economically. 41 in the first 2 innings, 48 in the last 5 innings of work for Daisuke Matsuzaka, who rarely is economical on the back end of outings, but was today. Up the middle, Lowry on the change of direction. The throw is not, yes, it's in time. Picked by Gonzalez. Nice play on both ends.
Well, that ball had a ton of spin on it heading out to Lowry at shortstop, and he actually had to go to the backhand to make the play on it. Watch this ball kick back on Lowry right there. And then had to quickly release it to get the out at first base on Snyder. Very close play at first base.
Real close.
Yeah. Real close.
2 down here in the 8th.
You know what I mean? Real close.
Really close. 18 in a row retired by the Red Sox now. Edwin Encarnacion 0 for 2, and the breaking ball kind of buckled him. His fly to left bounced to short. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank. At Eastern Bank, we believe something as simple as your checking account shouldn't come with a lot of strings attached. Eastern Free Checking. See just how good a checking account can feel. This one is line foul down towards Canvas Alley and into it. Foul off to the right, out of play. Sebas with a 1-2. Encarnacion pops it up, foul ground. Euclid coming down to make the catch. 19 in a row retired by Red Sox pitching. 9-0 Boston.
They have this place up in the mountains, and they go there every weekend. I mean, I like nature and everything, but what do they do up there? Hike? And then what? I mean, there's no internet, no television, no restaurants. They must just sit around and talk.
There are people who don't understand the way you live. There's an insurance company that does. Safeco Insurance. Find a local agent at safeco.com.
Proof, the evidence or argument that compels the mind to accept an assertion as true. As in, Toyota has the longest lasting vehicles, including Tundra, named the best overall value of the year. The state of being convinced or persuaded, as in the best financing ever on a Tundra. 0% for 60 months, plus $500 bonus cash. Or get $2,750 cash back on a 2011 Tundra Crew Max. Toyota Tundra, the proof is in the truck. Ask someone you know who drives one.
Take a chance, make it happen. Pop the cork, finger snapping. Spin the wheel, round and round we go.
Every Tuesday in April, earn up to 5 times the Dream Points with every slot you play. You're guaranteed double Dream Points. And at select times throughout the day, you could earn 3 times, 4 times, and even 5 times the points.
Yeah, let's live for the wonder of it all.
I know furniture buying can be a lot of work. That's why I say, take a break in my free cafe. delicious freebies every single day.
Also in Bob's Cafe is the Outreach Donation Box. Your generous donations are collected each month, and every single penny is redistributed to needy schools within your community. It's pretty simple. The more you donate, the more your schools and children benefit.
Thanks.
Immediately following the game today, stay with us for WB Mason's Extra Innings Live with TC and Jim. Get the breakdown of Daisuke Matsuzaka's performance in the series finale, including the manager's perspective from the press room. Plus, the guys will answer your questions, so keep those tweets coming. It's all coming up right after the game on WB Mason's Extra Innings Live. Live from Yawkey Way as we head to the last half of the 8th inning. And a check swing foul off the bat of David Ortiz. The pitcher for the Blue Jays, their 4th of the day. It's Casey Jansen. His 6th appearance, 2nd of the series. He's not giving up a run in 3 2/3. Opponent's hitting at .286 against Casey Jansen. Takes over for Octavio Dotel in an inning and a third. With up 2 hits and a run. The home run by Jacoby Ellsbury. Didn't walk anybody and struck out 2. Ortiz pops it up into shallow right center, and coming from right is Bautista to make the catch. Time now for a look at the road ahead, brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Right after today's game, the Red Sox will depart Boston for the West Coast. It'll be a 3-city, 9-game, 10-day trip for the Sox, with stops in Oakland, Los Angeles, and Baltimore before returning home for a series with the Seattle Mariners and 4 more with the Angels. In total, the Red Sox play 13 of their next 16 against American League West teams. And they hope to fare better than they did against the Texas Rangers, the first American League West team that they dealt with earlier this season in Arlington. Jed Lowry 4 for 4 today. 3 singles and a home run today for Lowry. Elevates and he chases to strike out. First time Blue Jays have been able to get Jed Lowry today. 2 down.
Elevates the fastball ahead in the count. Lowry can't stay off it. Jed with a 4 for 5 afternoon.
There is Carl Crawford. Broke out of his slump with a wall ball double to drive in a run in the 6th inning. Action in the Red Sox pen. Tim Wakefield warming up. We've seen 7 innings from Daisuke, an inning from Aceves, and looks like Wakefield's getting ready for the 9th. All 3-3-0. In there for a strike, and it's 3-1. Chop off the glove of Jansen, kicks out to McDonald, bare hands and throws. What a play. John McDonald, one of the best defensive players in the game, able to make that play. It's 9-0 Red Sox.
Immediately following every game, stay with Nesson for live reactions from players and coaches. Plus, our Hall of Fame analysts recap the action. WB Mason Red Sox Extra Innings, following every game, only on Nesson.
I vow to be ready to go whenever you are. I vow to work even after the sun goes down, and to take a tank of gas as far as she'll go. I vow to be the most fuel-efficient Sierra ever. And now use your $14.95 PowerTech discount to get a total value of $6,000 on the 2011 Sierra PowerTech. It's the best Sierra ever.
When people tested the Chevy Cruze LTZ against the competition, something impressive happened.
It's very luxurious.
It's sleek, it's compact, it's comfortable, fun to drive.
It's a little bigger than I expected.
Wow, look at that room. Nice looking car.
Come see for yourself. Test drive Cruze against the competition during Dare to Compare, only at your participating Chevy dealer.
I would take one in a heartbeat.
Or, very well qualified lessees can get a low mileage lease on a 2011 Chevrolet Cruze LS for around $159 a month. Call for details. See your participating Maine Chevy dealers.
Keep it on Nesson for the final breakdown of the game. Plus, a word from the Sox clubhouse and a preview of the next big matchup. Red Sox Final. Following every game, only on Nesson.
Boston Red Sox baseball on Nesson is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, Dunkin' Donuts, AT&T, your New England Subaru dealer, and by Sullivan Tire. Ninth inning back at Fenway Park, 9-0. Red Sox on top of the Jays, out hitting the Blue Jays 13-1 today. Tim Wakefield comes in for the ninth inning, his sixth appearance of the year. No record for Wake, a 5.79 earned run average, and opponents hitting at 229. Jason Nix leading it off and taking strike one. Nix 0 for 2 from the number 9 spot on the Jays order. He has popped out to third and struck out looking. No one drops in there for strike 0-2. Wakefield last working in the Tampa Bay series, which he went 3 1/3 innings, giving up 6 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned. First appearance of this series against the Jays. And that outing in which he did go 3 1/3 was his longest relief outing since 2002 at Detroit. 1-2 pitch is popped up. Jed Lowry at shortstop, back onto the dirt to make the catch for out number 1 of the ninth. That is 20 in a row retired by Red Sox pitching. Daisuke, who retired the last 16 batters he faced today. Fredo Aceves, a 1-2 3/8. Wakefield has out number 1 of the ninth. The last Blue Jays runner was back in the second inning. Travis Snyder with a walk. The only base hit the Jays have today came with 2 outs in the first inning. Jose Bautista. High drive, deep left center field, back towards the wall in the monster seats, and gone. I think it is gone. Fan reaches out and grabs it. It's a home run for Yunel Escobar, and there is the indication of the third base umpire, Doug Eddings.
At first, it looked like a fan might have reached over and interfered with it, but Eddings is making the call immediately that it was a home run. Escobar gets the knuckleball, picks up his second home run of the season.
I think a fan did reach over, Jerry, but I think it was a home run too.
I believe you're right, Don.
Because it didn't appear to hit the top of the wall and ricochet back like it normally does. And it is off the glove of that fan. This one is popped up down third baseline. Euclid's foul ground will make the catch. Good running grab. Well, there are 2 outs here in the 9th. There's Jose Bautista, who until the home run by Yunel Escobar had the only hit of the day for the Blue Jays, a single back in the first. Swinging a foul, 1-1. Nine runs, 13 hits, no errors for Boston. A run, 2 hits, no errors for Toronto. Ball 2, 2-1. Batiste to the left, Crawford back onto the track, game over. The Red Sox in the most complete victory of 2011 from a pitching standpoint, an offensive standpoint. Pretty fun day at the yard for the Boston Red Sox.
Well, it was, Don. You know, it was one of those easy games for the Red Sox where they get a nice, comfortable lead in the ball game, score a bunch of runs. They get great pitching from Matsuzaka. I tell you, Daisuke continues to just, you know, you see an outing like that and you say, why can't you see more of that? I mean, nothing today was down the middle. Everything seemed to be on the corners, had complete command of his stuff. A terrific outing, terrific day all around for the Boston Red Sox. And now they hit the road.
Red Sox finish the homestand 5-4 as they win today 9-1. For Jerry Remy and Heidi Watney, I'm Don Orsillo saying good afternoon from Fenway Park. Join us again tomorrow night as the Red Sox begin a 9-game road trip. First game is against the Oakland A's. Our live coverage begins at 9 o'clock. This has been a presentation of NESN, New England's most watched sports network. Time now for a preview of WB-NASN's Extra Innings Live. Here's Tom Karen.
Well, thank you. We're out here on Yawkey Way along with Hall of Famer Jim Rice. Haven't been many days like this. Yesterday was an 8-1 win. Today, a 9-1 win, 13 hits. And everyone could just kind of relax. What a job by Daisuke Matsuzaka.
Quality pitching. And that's what we talked about earlier in the show, that if he goes out there and hit his spots, and he hit his spots. He did not miss too many spots today. And he went out and pitched a superb game.
7 innings for Daisuke, 1 hit, 1 walk. That's it. He gets his first win of the year. And the Red Sox head off to the West Coast with a 3-game winning streak. You can join the conversation at NESN.com/LiveBP, Twitter, or Facebook. We'll have your thoughts. We'll give you our thoughts. A happy Patriots Day here in Boston. Of course, the Bruins trying to keep it a happy Patriots Day tonight. We'll preview that as well. It's all coming up. Stay with us.
Another victim of frequent flyer red tape.
Seat restrictions got him stuck in a vicious circle.
It's just not right.
I keep earning miles, but it seems like I can never use them.
The all-new Rapid Rewards doesn't have any of that nasty red tape.
Here he comes again.
Let's set him free.
Join Rapid Rewards and enjoy unlimited reward seats, no blackout dates, and no red tape.
When people tested the Chevy Malibu LT against the competition, they sure weren't at a loss for words.
Very sophisticated.
It's really comfortable.
Very smooth handling ride. Real sporty, nice and stylish.
Stands out right away.
Love it.
Come see for yourself. Test drive Malibu against the competition during Dare to Compare, only at your participating Chevy dealer.
I think it's a great vehicle.
Or very well qualified lessees can get a low mileage lease on this Malibu LS for around $179 a month.
Visit your North Country Chevy dealers.
You know, ever since the Rogers got that sunsetter awning, they've been unbearable.
Why, just because they're always outside having fun on their patio, even in the hottest days?
Now you can make the smart move too by finding out all about Sunsetter retractable awnings. A Sunsetter will turn your patio or deck into an outdoor oasis.
You mean you and I could be sitting outside instead of stuck in here with the air conditioning running and all the blinds closed?
Just call for a free information kit and you'll also receive a $200 savings certificate.
Look at them, they're having such a great time.
A Sunsetter awning adds value to your house and lets you have so much fun outside. Call now to get your $200 savings certificate.
Did you call?
I called.
Call this number now to receive your free information kit, DVD, and $200 savings certificate.
1-800-351-0056. 1-800-351-0056.
We start the show with W.B. Mason out of the box. And how about starting the game with a couple of runs for the second time in 3 games? J.D. Drew, your leadoff hitter of the day, leads off with a triple. Second pitch of the game, almost leaves the yard. It's a triple for J.D. Drew.
And we talked about earlier that he's been successful against the pitcher. And so all of a sudden he gets there, and some of the guys were saying, man, J.D.'s unbelievable. So he just had his clothes on about 15 minutes before the game, puts his clothes on, and goes out and hits a triple. This is amazing.
He rolls out hitting. That's all you need. And Jed Lowry, of course, delivers with a bases loaded 2-out singles. 2 runs come in, and that could have been a very frustrating start to the game because they had a triple and a walk to start the game. Gonzalez and Youkilis strike out. If you don't get any runs across the plate, that is frustration. Instead, it's exhilaration.
Very, and that probably could have changed the whole aspect of the game with Daisuke out there. All of a sudden, you as a pitcher, you look and say, hey, I had a chance at least to get 1 run. All of a sudden, I got my 2 good hitters up there, and we didn't even get a run coming across the plate. End up getting 2 runs across the plate.
I saw somebody write today, they are now the Boston Jed Sox because Jed Lowry is having the kind of run most hitters can only dream of. 4 for 5. 4 RBI, had the 2-run single in the first. How about a 2-run homer in the 5th? This guy is locked in.
He is, and you know, with Scooter Rose still in there, a little painful, a little hurt a little bit, he's going to be in there for a while. This is a good time to take advantage of that time you're playing.
And they've got the long ball going for the first time this season. Not just Jed Lowry leaving the yard, Kevin Youkilis with a 2-run homer in the 6th inning. Later, Jacoby Ellsbury, his team leading 4th homer of the year. Nice to see the ball leaving the fence and the Red Sox finding that power stroke.
The difference is that the Red Sox probably put a little more meat on the ball as far as hitting the ball to right field early in the telecast. I mean, this morning telecast, we were talking about the way the wind was blowing. The wind was blowing out to right field. And if you notice, Toronto Blue Jays tried to do the same thing, but they didn't really put the meat on the ball. They tried to hit everything to right field. They saw the same thing that we were seeing earlier today as far as the wind blowing out to right field.
Well, when most ball players in Major League Baseball are just leaving home to head to the ballpark, the Red Sox have wrapped up the homestand with a win. Tom Caron, Hall of Famer Jim Rice with you. It's WB Mason's Extra Innings. We're live on Yankee Way, and Jed Lowry just continues to prove his worth on this team. We know last 2 years were just plagued by injuries and time on the DL, the long battle with mononucleosis. Well, right now it's pitchers around the American League having a long battle with J.D. Drew at the plate. He comes up big today. 4 more RBI for the Sox.
I mean, that's good. I mean, and the thing about it, when you talk about RBIs, you want to get RBIs any opportunity, any chance you can. But when there's 2 outs, that's even tougher.
9 RBI on the season, and this is a guy who wasn't in the lineup for the better part of the first week and a half. He's in that lineup now, and he's going to stay in that lineup the way he's hitting. Our Subaru start of the game. Brought to you by the Subaru dealers of New England. A 7-game hitting streak for Jed Lowry, hitting .625 in that 7-game hitting streak, scoring 8 runs, driving in 8 more. After the game, he spoke with NESN.com's Tony Lee.
Okay, I'm here with Jed Lowry. Another 4 hits today, another 2-run homer. Jed, can you put into words how good you feel at the plate right now?
You know, I'm just I'm preparing to play every day and getting in my work and letting the results take care of themselves.
Now, you guys have been getting a lot of early runs in this series, a lot of, 2 spots, 3 spots early on. The beneficiaries of that are the starting pitchers. Today was Daisuke Matsuzaka. How much would it mean for this team if he can do what he does today on a more regular basis?
Well, yeah, I think he set the tone early as well, and that's good for the offense and for us behind him. He threw a lot of strikes and got ahead of guys and made good pitches, but this is a team game, and we just, we can't rely on the offense or the pitching. We have to do it together.
And now 3 straight wins to end the homestand. You guys are kind of starting to relax a little bit, it seems. How much can this mean heading out on a 9-game road trip? How much momentum can you carry from this?
Yeah, anytime you get on a 3-game win streak, that's the idea, is to get something rolling and get comfortable around one of each other and just let just play the game and let things happen.
Okay, thanks a lot, Jed.
All right, thank you.
Back to you guys.
Well, Jed Lowry getting it done offensively, but hats off to Daisuke Matsuzaka coming off an absolutely brutal outing. There's no question about it. 7 runs in 2+ innings. In the second inning, the first 6 guys got on. All 6 scored. He comes back today and throws a masterpiece. 1 hit, 1 walk, 7 dominant innings.
As I was coming out, one interpreter asked me, he said, "Are you going to talk about that catch?" We're probably going to talk about him. He said, "Well, what did you see different?" I said, "Location." He said, "Well, what about the fastball?" I said, "The fastball was pretty good, but as long as you keep the guys off balance, you're hitting your location. You don't have to really go out there and throw 96, 97 miles an hour. Just hit the spot, location, keep them off balance." That's what he did. Had a pretty good breaking ball. I guess it was a slider or something, but he changed speeds a lot today.
Well, you look at the difference over his first 2 starts of the season, a total of 7 innings in those 2 starts. 7 innings today. He struck out 3, but you don't need to strike out a lot. In fact, there was 1 inning. It was the 6th inning, a 5-pitch inning that included a strikeout. So he threw a few pitches in that strikeout. Then he got guys swinging early like they did the other day. But this time, a little bit of movement on those pitches. They couldn't square up on the ball.
He was hitting his location. He did not miss out over the plate. And those were a lot of balls that the Toronto Blue Jays tried to hit to the right side. The ball went outside. They didn't really get the meat part of the bat on the ball. And that's the way he was successful today, by hitting his spots.
So far, it's been a pretty good day in Boston sports. There was a world record in the Boston Marathon, a 1-hit effort over 7 innings from Daisuke Matsuzaka. Can the Bruins make it a very, very good day for Boston sports? We'll find out tonight. Catherine Tappan begins our coverage with WB Mason's, check it, Hess Bruins Face-Off Live, coming up tonight at 6:30. Our coverage continues here at Fenway Park, and when we come back, we'll have more on a big win for the Red Sox. We will hear from Terry Francona, the manager, giving us his thoughts in the press room. And we'll have the latest on the marathon as Randy Scott reports on a world record morning into afternoon for a world record crowd running at the Boston Marathon today. And we'll check in on the New York Yankees. They were in action last night as they scratch out a win. The Sox had a little steam now going out to the West Coast. 3 straight wins as they make it 3 out of 4 against the Blue Jays.
Get ready. Spring has finally arrived, and a Subaru with symmetrical all-wheel drive can help you enjoy it. Subaru has the highest predicted resale value in the industry. Love the road you're on in a brand new Subaru Impreza with a powerful boxer engine standard. Awarded top safety pick by the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. Buy a brand new Subaru Impreza for only $17,495. Get a great deal and go love spring.
We keep losing our coffee customers at WB Mason.
It's a disturbing trend.
WB Mason, the Green Mountain coffee.
And lots of gourmet flavors.
And low prices.
Their everyday delivery, their one-cup brewing.
No waste, no mess.
Well, I know one company that'll never switch to WB Mason.
Never.
This company.
Right.
Come on, let's get a cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee, gentlemen?
Oh,
Mama. Who but WB Mason?
It's me. I'm coming home.
When?
The days of industry, I know I'm not the only one. So I'm going.
Berlin City has been serving New England for 30 years, and today, BerlinCity.com makes buying your next vehicle easy and convenient. Just tell us what you're looking for. We have over 2,000 new and used vehicles online, and if we don't have what you want, we'll find it for you. At BerlinCity.com, you can search by make, search by price, and even see videos of the vehicles. And we'll deliver your car right to your door no matter where you live. So visit BerlinCity.com today. Every make, every model, every day. Berlin City, over-the-top care by down-to-earth people.
Are you stressed over credit cards and other debts? Maybe through no fault of your own? Imagine how it would feel to have that weight lifted right off your shoulders. Well, here's some good news from America's trusted name in debt relief. Care One providers have already helped over 4.5 million people in debt, and we can help you today. Just call this toll-free number to speak with a friendly representative, and in just minutes, you'll get your free debt relief analysis.
Just call the toll-free number today.
It's our Bob's Discount Furniture save of the game. The Boston Red Sox pick up a win today against the Toronto Blue Jays. Every time there is a safe situation, Bob's Discount Furniture helping out with charitable contributions today, and Carl Crawford today was over 3 in his first 3 at-bats, delivered with a double. And we talked so much about this being a tough town. That ovation when he got the double today, you've got 38,000 plus at Fenway Park. Yeah, he heard some boos, but today he heard what Fenway Park can do. They want this guy to succeed.
He felt the love when he got that base hit. But also, if you look at his at-bats today compared to yesterday and the day before, you notice one thing. Carl Crawford is seeing the ball today. He saw the ball today. Instead of swinging and not seeing the ball, he saw the ball today. He had 3 quality at-bats tonight.
And maybe he can take it out to the West Coast with
Sure
him now.
so.
Get away from Fenway Park, get rolling a little bit. Meantime, the marathon rolling through the streets of Boston, coming in from Hopkinton this morning. Our own Randy Scott has a look at the 115th running of the marathon.
Nearly ideal weather conditions for the 115th running of the Boston Marathon. Nearly 27,000 entrants, including that guy. A real air of excitement for all 26.2 miles.
Oh, I think Boston, it's the best. I mean, you got to qualify to get here, and it's all about the training and the miles that you log before you ever get here. And when you get here, it's just a celebration. It's just a reason to just celebrate. Anybody can do it, but not everybody can. And it takes months and months, and it takes dedication. And you don't do it alone. You do it with family, you do it with friends, and when you get out here, it's just one big celebration.
We had a world record, a course record, and an American record all in one day. Once again, the 115th running of the Boston Marathon did not disappoint. Let's send it back to TC and the post-game crew.
All right, thank you very much. Kenya's Jeffrey Mutai run the Boston Marathon today in an official time of 2 hours, 3 minutes, 2 seconds. That is not only a new Boston record, but it is a new world record. And American Ryan Hall, who led early in the race, finished 4th with a very impressive time of 2:04:55, the all-time fastest marathon time by a U.S. runner today. So perfect day. We said in the pregame show the wind was coming in from the west, and it really helped out. Meantime, Caroline Khalil winning the women's race, making it a clean sweep for Kenya. Very close race down the stretch, but she was able to pull away and get the women's title today. A record-setting day here in the Boston Marathon. And as we said in the pregame show, Jim, people don't look at you, they don't think of your body type as a marathon runner per se. And yet we figured out all the times you ran around the bases, this is just on home runs. My man had triples, doubles, singles, but in home runs alone, you ran more than a Boston Marathon.
Yeah, when they run a marathon, you see how they came when they were tired. You know, when I run around the bases, did my little marathon, I was not tired.
You were styling. Yeah. You didn't have to sprint. When the ball's out of the yard, you can take your time. You have to run like one of those rabbits up near the front of the pack. All right, our marathon coverage rolling on here at Fenway Park. Red Sox with the win today now take a 3-game winning streak out to their 2nd road trip of the year, looking for their 1st road win of the 2011 season. To take a look at the Amica Pitcher of the Week, and you can be a part of it. We're at $100 gift card. If you go to NESN.com, vote and enter to win with that gift card from NESN to the Yankee Way team store if you vote for the Amica Pitcher of the Week. We'll get reaction from the Red Sox clubhouse after their 3rd straight win. That's coming up. We'll hear from the manager as well. Don't go away.
Sure, some of our customers have switched to WB Mason. But these guys, they're loyal. They love our coffee here.
Hey, that's one of our pots.
So's this.
And this.
Sorry guys, we switched to WB Mason.
Yeah, we love our Green Mountain K-Cups.
All the gourmet flavors.
And WB delivers every day.
WB Mason strikes again.
But it does make a nice fishbowl.
Who but WB Mason?
Dry hopping? I don't know, but that sounds kind of fun.
I have no idea.
Dry hopping is really an additional step that we take to make Boston Lager.
Dry hopping is aging the beer on a bed of fresh hops.
After the beer has been fermented and it sits on hops for a full 3 weeks, adds a really nice citrus, piney, floral notes without adding any bitterness.
Boston Lager. You can taste the hops. It has a very distinctive taste.
It goes down smooth, but it also has flavor.
Sam Adams Boston Lager. It's delicious.
I vow to be ready to go whenever you are. I vow to work even after the sun goes down, and to take a tank of gas as far as she'll go. I vow to be the most fuel-efficient Sierra ever. And now use your $14.95 PowerTech discount to get a total value of $6,000 on the 2011 Sierra PowerTech. It's the best Sierra ever.
Thank you, America, for making Mighty Bite one of the best-selling lures on the market today.
And now the complete Mighty Bite fishing kit is yours for only $19.95. You get 10 Mighty Bites in time-tested colors and sizes with all of the hooks and hardware you need to land the lunkers. But wait, call now and get the Mighty Bite Big Bass Bonus Kit. It's a $20 value, but it's yours free, plus processing and handling.
Mighty Bite Hand 5. Woo!
Oh, yeah. Don't let this one get away. Reel in the Mighty Bite now. Here's how to order.
Bruins, Canadians, a more compelling playoff story couldn't have been written. Now, as the series moves to Montreal, the Bruins fight for their first win. Game 3 coverage tonight at 6:30, presented by Xfinity, only on NESN.
Tonight's key call brought to you by Sylvania. See the world in a new light. How about the call putting J.D. Drew in the leadoff spot? We've been watching that lineup every day to get a different guy in the leadoff spot. They had Jed Lowry, Ellsbury, obviously. We've had a lot of Carl Crawford today for the first time this season. Drew in there starts out with a triple and never looks back. J.D. Drew had a very nice day at the top of the order.
He did, but, you know, it's not going to be J.D. every day there. I mean, you know, he's a pretty good hitter, but I don't think we're looking for the speed that he normally has out there.
All right, he goes 2 for 4 with a walk. Look at his numbers against Ricky Romero. He's 11 for 22. We talked about this a little bit yesterday. There seem to be certain teams that give pitchers struggles. Romero has struggled against the Red Sox, and there seem to be certain pitchers that guys hit well against. In this case, Drew, whatever it is about Romero, lefty on lefty, he sees him well, he hits him well. What kind of comfort does that give a hitter, knowing he's had the history of success?
Or you can be a smart manager. You know, you got to give Tito credit. He put him there.
So
hey,
you're
look,
good against him.
I'm looking at the numbers. Hey, this guy's been pretty good against Romero, so I got to put him up there.
But you were talking about Jim Palmer, Hall of Fame pitcher. You hit well against him. Why certain guys were you just that much more confident against?
Background, makeup, you have a good idea of how he's going to pitch you, and you have guys that will come at you and not necessarily pitch around you, where you have a finesse pitcher who try to pitch around you. But with JD and Romero, they have a thing going like, hey, look, I'm a left-handed pitcher, you're left-handed. If I come out with my best stuff, you're not going to hit me. So that's what he did. He came out with his best stuff, but he made a mistake on JD. He got the ball in the wrong spot.
What a way to start the game. You bring the crowd to its feet with a leadoff triple, to say the least. And the Red Sox get a couple of runs in that first inning on the way to a 9-1 win over the Toronto Blue Jays today. Let's go into the press room here from the manager, Terry Francona.
He threw a lot of strikes. There was a couple points in the game where they got aggressive early in the count. It was a 4-pitch inning. Ball was hit to right field, not real hard. Next ball was hit right on the nose, right to Jacoby for an out. I just thought he filled up the strike zone. It didn't always go where he wanted it to, but he worked ahead. It's amazing if you're working ahead, then all of a sudden you spin a breaking ball for a strike, as opposed to being down 1-0 and they start narrowing the zone a little bit. Their swings obviously become a little bit different.
Was his command in the zone? I mean, I know it's not necessarily as easy from your perspective.
It's real hard, but you watch the catcher. Didn't see Tech bouncing around a whole lot, but he changed speeds. Differential on his changeup was good, and gave up the base hit up the middle. Other than that, that was a 1 walk. We'll take that all the time. Yeah, but his second start of the year, he threw 47 pitches. That's a pretty big leap in your third start of the year. Boy, he's swinging the bat really well. I mean, that's the understatement of the day. He's, and right-handed he's always been, but that was impressive. The first inning we scored, we had a chance to strand runners. We had 2 punch-outs with bases loaded, and he comes up and hits that first ball into right field to kind of get us going, and then we just kept adding on, and we stayed at him all day. That's a good way to play.
And they wind up with a winning record on the homestand. Now they take it on the road. Red Sox Game Day Live presented by Uno's coming your way tomorrow night after the Red Sox first pitch. Sox out west to kick off that 9-game, 10-day road trip. We'll preview John Lackey's start and have a report from the clubhouse. Our coverage gets started at 9 o'clock tomorrow night. And taking you right up to the first pitch out in Oakland. All right, we will get more reaction from the clubhouse. Daisuke Matsuzaka was outstanding today. We will hear from the captain, the catcher, Jason Varitek, in just a bit. But first, our Dunkin' Donuts high energy play of the game brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. And how about staying with the play? Jason Varitek's got a battle to win, run all the way back out to short left field. Falling down, he makes the catch, and he hears the chants of "Buke" from the crowd. A good day, Buke. Had a homer and got it done in the field. Our high energy play of the game.
What's the plan for the run today? Just full speed ahead, amped up, ready to roll.
That's the noise I want to hear. Let's crush those hills, thrash those trails. Prepare for impact!
You got no piece of me. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Awesome, yeah.
H2O!
Do it again. Dude, that was sick. Unreal.
76 training buddies, natural movement perfected. Real Flex from Reebok.
If you go out of your way to fly with an airline, does that airline go out of its way to reward you? Well, it should. Because loyalty is a two-way street. And when one side gives, the other has to give back. So every action has a reaction. Every push has a pull. And every ounce of dedication shown by one party should be met with the same amount of dedication by the other. Dedicated Redcoat customer service. More first-class upgrades. Miles that don't expire. This isn't benevolence. This is our business. And the next time an airline asks for yours, ask them first what they've done to deserve it.
Every year, many of our members save hundreds on auto insurance through AAA. Are you with us?
I gave AAA a call, and I literally fell out of my chair because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a big savings per year.
We have the multi-car discount. We have the homeowner and auto policy discount.
I'm with AAA because I saved hundreds of dollars. And in this economy, you can do a lot with the money I saved.
Well, it's always great to save money. It's like, yay.
With insurance through AAA, you could save hundreds every year on auto insurance and could save even more when you combine your auto and homeowners policies too. Best of all, if you join and become a AAA member, you can rely on the service we're famous for and peace of mind.
I'm with AAA because when I'm stuck in an emergency, they treat me like family. They jump to take care of the problem.
AAA doesn't set the bar, they are the bar.
I tell everyone to get a quote. It's free.
AAA, so easy, so smart, so switch. Call 800-719-2049 for a
Our starting aces are presented by Ace Ticket. It's great seats at great prices at aceticket.com. Ricky Romero off to a terrific start. He came into the game with an ERA under 2, but the Red Sox have had great success against Ricky Romero. In 4 1/3 innings, he gave up 5 earned runs, a lot of pitches, over 20. In the first inning alone, 109 pitches to get through 4 1/3 innings. Daisuke Matsuzaka, his best start of the young season, to say the least. Let's hear from the man who caught him, Jason Varitek.
Kind of everything was working together.
But it started with a quality start, and that's where when your offense isn't, still not on all cylinders, and people are still getting those at bats and getting through some at bats, and you need quality starts, and that set the tone where Jed drove in 4 runs and 4 of the first 5 runs or whatever, and that ended up being huge. But if you don't have a quality start, you're digging yourself from a hole.
much does it mean to kind of get a lot of...
That's Jason Varitek talking about Daisuke Matsuzaka. As big a turnaround as you can imagine from one start to the next. Really had all kinds of trouble. They were hitting him hard last Monday against the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays were having a lot of success. He comes out today, quick, efficient, as you said, controlling all four quadrants of the strike zone, as they say. Up, down, take a little off, put a little on, inside, outside. He had hitters guessing all day. They were hitting the ball. A lot of fly ball outs, but they just couldn't square up that ball.
That's the key thing. They didn't square it up. He was hitting the spots, but also I think Dice got to get in the back of his mind that he's facing 9 good hitters every game that he pitches out there. And when you talk about those 9 good hitters or great hitters, well, good hitters, they got a chance to hit the ball in the ballpark. And if you miss that spot, they got a chance to do some damage. Hit the ball in the ballpark or hit the ball for extra bases.
Well, and he takes the mound against the Toronto Blue Jays, feeling confident against the Blue Jays. We talked about J.D. Drew feeling confidence against Ricky Romero. How about Matsuzaka? 7-1 lifetime with an ERA under 3.5. And as Jerry Revy said, when you see him pitch like this, you know he has the ability, the talent, the skill. The frustrating thing is it's not there every time, but you'll take it right now and try to build on it from there.
You got to build on it, and you're hoping that it's there more than this game here. But I think it's more concentration than anything else. And I think by now he's a veteran pitcher here in the States that he should know that, look, I don't have to go out there and blow the ball by someone. I got to keep them off balance. I got to work more on my spots than anything else. Just forget about the power pitcher and go for the spots. Go for the location.
Well, he got some offensive support early, which is a big help. And of course, he's also got the Rally Snuggies supporting him here at Fenway Park. Red Sox unbeaten since Jim Rice rocked the Snuggie to lead us into this weekend. We'll take a look at the power of the Snuggie in just a bit.
Hey, Boston, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking Dunkin'.
I'm drinking Dunkin'.
I'm drinking Dunkin'. Iced, of course.
A medium ice 2 and 2.
With a turbo shot.
No other way to drink it.
My team, my coffee.
We're drinking Dunkin'!
America runs on Dunkin' Coffee.
If anyone depends on you, listen to this important message. 3 out of 4 Americans know they need life insurance, and many who have it know they don't have enough. Sound like you? How would your family get by without you? Would they lose their home or their dreams of a good education? They don't have to. You can guarantee those you love $200,000, $500,000, $750,000 or more with life insurance through Matrix Direct. We'll help you get more for your money, up to 75% more. Just look, less than $14 a month buys a 40-year-old man a $250,000 term life policy. That's up to 3 times what you can get from other companies for the same price. No wonder millions of Americans have already contacted Matrix Direct. The call is free, the quote is free, and there's no obligation. Make the future more secure for those you love. Call now so you can sleep better at night.
For free information, call 800-896-2425 or visit matrixdirect.com. That's 800-896-2425.
This is a public announcement. CNNMoney.com reports that in some areas of the country, buyers are scooping up homes for as little as $1,000. Foreclosures are at an all-time high. We're CRN, and since 1995, we've helped people just like you find bargain-priced homes. Call the number on your screen to learn how to get your extensive list of foreclosed homes for free. These homes have been foreclosed, confiscated, or repossessed. Every house must be sold. The government and banks are very motivated to sell these homes quickly, so listings may not always remain available in all areas. So act now. And right now, CRN is offering a home rebate of up to $1,000 in cash. And don't forget to ask about how to qualify for an additional rebate of up to $2,500. If you currently rent a house or apartment, you may call now and learn how to receive your free list of these homes. All others may call tomorrow. Every house must be sold. This is a public announcement.
Call 1-800-792-9131. That's 1-800-792-9131.
Todd?
Oh.
Good?
Snap out of your hunger funk with the new savory stuffed breadsticks from Dunkin' Donuts. Just one of our satisfying snacks. America runs on Dunkin'.
It is not warm today, and Jim Rice is not a guy who likes to sit around and be cold.
You're right about that, partner. I mean, it would be nice if I was in my Snuggies here with a Uno pizza and driving a new Acura. I'd be okay with it, just cruising down the street.
So even Hall of Famers get cold, is what you're
We
telling
get
me.
cold, yes we do.
Just like everybody else.
And it's cold out here too.
It is a cold day. All right, well, you understand how we do anything to try to turn the luck around in Red Sox Nation. So this is the lucky Snuggie that Jim unveiled yesterday. And until this thing turns around, why not? We're going to have the Snuggie out here every day, Jim. You don't have to wear it because you're looking pretty good today.
Well, thank you. I appreciate
that. I don't want to mess that up. You spent some time putting that together. But we'll have the Snuggie out here, and we'll see if maybe it's the Snuggie.
I sure hope so. Just anything to get the Red Sox a win. Hey, when they're happy, we're happy.
And ever since you took the Snuggie out, Jim, the Red Sox are undefeated. They are a perfect 2-0 under the power of the Snuggie. So you can give that a little twirl if you want, or wave it.
I think what we got to do, we got to go down and give some of the players, give it to some of the hitters, because I mean, it made us to win. Got us to win a couple games. Some of those guys need just to get a couple hits.
And sure enough, the word is spreading here. We go to Twitter, where Sox Blog writes, and I think Jim Rice is onto something. The Sox won 3 straight since wearing his Red Sox Snuggie. Time to buy one for good luck. So, you know, again, we had the Rally Monkey in Anaheim. We had the Rally Karaoke guy, if you remember Kevin Millar.
Yeah.
And his karaoke video. I think that was 2003.
Now we can't take this on the road because we're not going to Anaheim.
We'll have it in studio. I'm telling you, I'm gonna say this right now, Jim, and you have no say in this, okay? If they go a perfect 9-0 on the road trip, they're gonna have video of you twirling the Snuggie on the Jumbotron next homestand when they come back.
If they go 9-0, I would have you a 3-piece suit made out of this here.
There you go. And Jim will do it. A 3-piece Snuggie suit. The Rally Snuggie.
That's right.
Sparking the Red Sox to a victory. Meantime, the Sox trying to make up some ground in the American League East. The Texas Rangers taking on the New York Yankees. Sunday Night Baseball last night. They play again tonight, the Yankees do, but Eric Chavez in for the injured A-Rod, and he come up big later here in the 6th. Game tied at 3. Adrian Beltre with a base hit. Michael Young scores. And the Rangers have a 4-3 lead, but in the bottom of the 6th. The Yankees get it back. Curtis Granderson of Alexi Ogando, who's that great story. Never started a game until this year, and he's pitching there for the Texas Rangers. But here, the 2-run homer, giving the Yankees a 5-4 lead. Now Young with a drive to deep right center, bounces off the warning track into the seats. Ian Kinsler scores. Game is tied again at 5. That happening in the 7th. To the bottom of the 8th now. A-Rod not in the game. Eric Chavez is. And he lines it up the middle. Mark Teixeira scores. Yankees win it by the final of 6-5. Mariano Rivera getting the save. He has 6 saves in 6 opportunities. And that's what good teams do. You lose a guy like A-Rod that you can't afford to lose for a long time, but you turn to your depth guys. And just like we've seen Jed Lowry step up from reserve role and get it done here, Eric Chavez, the former A, getting it done right now for the Yankees.
But Yankees remind me of the series that we had in 1975 where you accumulated guys that's sitting on the bench you got from other ball clubs that used to be players every day. So really, if one of your everyday ball player gets injured, you still have an everyday ball player out there.
Well, that's what the good teams do. They have guys on the bench who would be starters for everyone else. Mike Cameron to be a starter for most other teams. If you look at a guy like that as a reserve here with the Red Sox. John Lackey, meantime, has had a tough start to his season. Skipped over in the last rotation. Can the extra rest get him back on track? He'll be pitching in a familiar face. We'll discuss next.
Drivers have told us they like a crossover that can go the distance. That's why we gave the Chevy Equinox an EPA-estimated 32 miles per gallon highway. But do passengers appreciate all of the comfort features we put in the Equinox?
Hey, want me to drive?
We'll take that as a yes.
Very well-qualified lessees can get a low-mileage lease on a Chevy Equinox LS for around $269 a month. Call for details. See your participating Maine Chevy dealers.
My Bob's is different. Your choice of not one, but get this, 14 sofa and love seat packages at an untouchable $7.99 each. At My Bob's, it's not a matter of how much you're gonna pay, but how little. Just $7.99 for the sofa and love seat. Now that's value, even in bonded leather. Both pieces only $7.99. 14 sofa and love seat packages, only $7.99 each. Elsewhere, nowhere but My Bob's.
I vow to be ready to go whenever you are. I vow to work even after the sun goes down, and to take a tank of gas as far as she'll go. I vow to be the most fuel-efficient Sierra ever. And now use your $14.95 PowerTech discount to get a total value of $6,000 on the 2011 Sierra PowerTech. It's the best Sierra ever.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, this may be the most important phone call you'll ever make.
I owed $50,000 in taxes. But listen.
Your tax problem is settled. You only owe $8,400.
What a great message.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, then you owe it to yourself to call this number. Let our experts help guide you through the process of negotiating a tax settlement. Call this number or go to tax10000.com.
Our scouting report brought to you by JetBlue, the official airline of the Boston Red Sox. Now it's on the road for the Red Sox as they will spend the next 10 days away from Fenway Park. 9 of them are game days, including a strange little 48-hour, 2-game series, a quick stop in Oakland, then a 4-game long weekend in Anaheim against the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. A day off to regroup as they come back to East Coast, and then the Baltimore Orioles will host the Sox for 3 down at Camden Yards. And it all begins tomorrow night in Oakland with John Lackey on the mound. They skipped over Lackey last time around. He is off to a very difficult start. We know the numbers. Lackey right now with a 15.58 earned run average, giving him a chance to kind of regroup, get on track, and he goes somewhere. He's made a lot of starts in Oakland.
I mean, you know, when you got a veteran pitcher, all of a sudden you go to him and say, look, what's wrong? Or what can we do? So it's not like that I'm disrespecting you or anything like that. They're trying to give this guy to give an idea, or even any of the guys for switching the lineup, trying to get them to settle down and say, look, we know who you are, you know who you are. Just go back and try to do the things that you used to do.
You look at his numbers against the A's, 16 starts he's made in Oakland. Of course, longtime member of the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. So pitching out of the West, he made a lot of starts for the Angels against the A's. But it's a very tough couple of starts because they're facing 2 very good left-handers, 2 guys with ERAs under 2 right now. But so far, so good. They've won 2 of their last starts against left-handers.
But, you know, the Red Sox, they had an idea what they were doing as far as getting left-handed hitters. I don't think that bothered them at all. What bothers them right now is that the guys are not producing. They're not really taking advantage of mislocation, the hitters, that is. And I think once you look at the starts that they have had and trying to make an adjustment with these left-handers and facing left-handers earlier, they should be better on down the road.
Brett Anderson and Gio Gonzalez, the 2 lefties they will face. It'll be Lackey and then Clay Buchholz for the Red Sox. And we'll get to renew acquaintances with Coco Crisp. I'm not sure if you've seen the new look, although he hasn't been rocking this every day. He did go back to the braids after a day or 2 of that, but that's like Oscar Gamble-esque.
Well, that's a little different there. That's not a Coco, that's a Coco Puff. You know, with a Coco Crisp is a little different. You know, it'd be more sleek, more stylish, but that is a puff there.
Well, again, back in the day, you kept it tight.
Oh yeah, and I don't have any. I gotta keep it tight. I gotta keep it tight.
Hey, you get our age, you don't have a choice anymore.
Well, in my younger days, I had one, but not like that. You know,
not quite.
But you know, it's like a tradition. I mean, you know, when you're playing for the Red Sox and Yankees still are some of their tradition, there was no facial hair, and so you really kept it really clean.
Coco Crisp got it going out there. And sometimes you let it out there and try to get something going. If you go 0 for 4, you bring it back in. You know, a lot of guys try to use that to maybe mix it up a little bit. We got our first little stubble of playoff beer. Let's hope that helps the Bruins as they're down 2-0. We will, of course, have coverage tonight. We've got more here on Yankee Way when we come back.
If you go out of your way to fly with an airline, does that airline go out of its way to reward you? Well, it should. Because loyalty is a two-way street. And when one side gives, the other has to give back. So every action has a reaction. Every push has a pull. And every ounce of dedication shown by one party should be met with the same amount of dedication by the other. Dedicated Redcoat customer service. More first-class upgrades. Miles that don't expire. This isn't benevolence. This is our business. And the next time an airline asks for yours, ask them first what they've done to deserve it.
Attention all homeowners. Do you want help today? Call the Loan Modification Help Hotline now. We may be able to cut your mortgage payment in half and help to reduce your interest payment to as low as 1%. Find out what we can do for you today. The call is free. The consultation is free. Discover how much we can reduce your mortgage payment. Call now for a free consultation. We have trained staff ready to assist you.
Call 800-390-4416.
University Credit Union helps small businesses grow with no-fee checking, remote deposits, customized terms, and local loan decisions. UCU thinks small businesses should have full-size service. How about you?
Do you love movies on demand? Time Warner Cable has your ticket to the hottest movie titles, and now you can save money. Join at twcmovieloversclub.com and start earning your rewards today. It's free to join, and when you order 3 movies, you'll get the 4th free. Plus, get great discounts from Little Caesars on pizza and your favorite movie snacks. Here are some of the popular movies playing this month on Movies on Demand.
University Credit Union makes e-banking easy with mobile banking, online bill pay, e-alerts, and live chats with real people. UCU thinks high-tech should have a personal touch. How about you?
That's why we're here.
Red Sox Final on Nesson is brought to you in part by TD Bank. Well, it is Patriots Day here in Massachusetts, end up in Maine, a holiday in those 2 states, and the Boston Marathon run, a Boston Marathon record time. Actually, the fastest time ever run in a marathon, but it's not recognized as such because of the hills in the course here in the Boston Marathon. But a Patriots Day that the Red Sox will remember for a big offensive day, but more importantly, for a big day from Daisuke. As we said at the beginning of the show, they've got to win games in which Josh Beckett and John Lester don't start. The other guys need to get them some wins. Daisuke got it started today.
He did, and I think he's probably the pitcher when you think about the Red Sox that they probably want to get off to a good start. I mean, you know, he loves to go out there and pitch a lot of innings, throw a lot of balls, and it just seemed like his body just doesn't carry that far as in the game. But with today, he threw less pitches. I think it was less than 110 pitches, and he came out ahead in the game, and he came out like the Daisuke that we knew and we saw earlier in his career when he won 70 games.
Yeah, the guy exactly that first year who won all those games was out there again today as he beats the Toronto Blue Jays. Red Sox have their first series win of the season. Now they head west. Jim and I will have all the coverage from the West Coast. Our coverage tomorrow night beginning at 9 o'clock as the Sox open up against the Oakland A's. And don't forget, we've got Boston Bruins coverage coming your way. It starts at 6:30 tonight, Game 3 of a Stanley Cup playoff series. But the final score for the final time here at Fenway, the Red Sox 9, the Blue Jays 1. For Jim Rice and all of us here at Nesson, I'm Tom Karen. Enjoy the rest of your Patriots Day. See you again tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Hi, can I borrow some milk?
Yeah. Just a second.
Just for Men. In 5 easy minutes, targets only the gray.
Anything else?
Pancakes?
Just for Men. Live forward.
It's me. I'm coming home.
When?
I know I'm not
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1-800-764-0988.
When people tested the Chevy Cruze LTZ against the competition, something impressive happened.
It's very luxurious.
It's sleek, it's compact, it's comfortable, fun to drive.
A little bigger than I expected.
Wow, look at that room. Nice looking car.
Come see for yourself. Test drive Cruze against the competition during Dare to Compare, only at your participating Chevy dealer.
I would take one in a heartbeat.
Or, very well-qualified lessees can get a low-mileage lease on a 2011 Chevrolet Cruze LS for around $159 a month. Call for details. See your participating Maine Chevy dealers.
Bruins, Canadians, a more compelling playoff story couldn't have been written. Now, as the series moves to Montreal, the Bruins fight for their first win. Game 3 coverage tonight at 6:30, presented by Xfinity, only on NESN.
Immediately following every game, stay with NESN for live reactions from players and coaches. Plus, our Hall of Fame analysts recap the action. WB Mason Red Sox extra innings, following every game, only on NESN.
Hi, Charlie. Hey,
Permission to come aboard, matey.
Shots on the hill and the kids down the line are burning cruises for a thrill. Say we had each other and it was us against the world. Famous but nothing, yeah, nothing was our world. Well, these lies won't save me. Don't you know, don't you know? From the times that made me. Here we go, here we go. Still the bells of St. Mary's were ringing. The bells of St. Mary's were ringing.
By the way, we're with Ken Casey from the Dropkick Murphys, folks. I mean, this is like, we're talking about, this is New England right here.
World-renowned fisherman.
Well, we all know you're out here because of your fishing ability. A lot of people always ask, geez, Charlie, how do you get these guests on the show? You know, do you contact them or whatever? But, you know, for the majority, it's through word of mouth.
You ever had someone get shut out here?
No.
Because I don't want to be the first. Met Charlie through mutual friends like Kevin Chapman and a lot of other people that speak highly of him, and he's been gracious enough to help me out with some of the charity events I've recently been running, and I've always wanted to catch a goddamn fish, so it's a perfect fit.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's crazy.
Already?
Look at this. Smalley, say hi to Ken. Ken, say hi to... All right. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Easy little maggot. The fishing's still finicky right now. It's early spring here in New England, and I expect to go out today and catch some fish with Ken. You know, I don't know where the fish are going to be, if they're going to be on beds, but if they're on beds, we catch and release on the spot. I expect the jerkbait will work today along with the tube and maybe a Lunker City Spanky. So I expect to go out today and have a fun day with Ken Casey, do some trivia, catch some smallmouth, have some fun.
When do you get ready to send that scuba guy down and put a fish on the line for me?
Oh, those guys are costing me a fortune. But look, you want to make some casts that are out like towards this way like that, you know, like, right? Although we don't sit here and talk about how to catch the fish, the best explanation I can give you is you have to be precise and you have to practice on the water. Take this and just go back and just lightly flick it, see? Then when it turns the water, you're rolling it like this.
Right.
And my best advice is to really go out with someone who knows what they're doing and learn from them. It's no different than being with a golfer, you know, or a golf pro.
Oh, I got a hit.
Yeah.
Got one.
There you go, Kenny. Okay.
Oh, you bat.
Kenny.
Had you.
You had one, Ken.
I did, man.
That's a good fish right there, though.
Oh, that was good. It's a little bigger than the last one.
Oh, he came off himself. Now he's back on. He came off. Oh, my God. It's like the In Living Color video. What was that video? Come at the very end?
Faith No More.
Faith No More.
Yeah.
Faith No More. That was the Faith No More.
I'm stuck.
Oh, here we go. Don't reel it anymore. You couldn't do this if you wanted to, my friend. If I said get it stuck in a pile of rocks so no one could even find it, like the Titanic.
Isn't that what you said?
You wasn't getting it a little bit. You know, it is an art form. It's like we make it look easy, but you know, and the fishermen out there, they know it's not as easy as people think it is. You know, come on, he's a rock and roller. He's not a fishing TV host / wannabe rock and roller.
We'll re-edit it. Worst comes to worst, me getting the hit, and then it flopping on the floor there.
Exactly.
Got one.
There you go, Kenny. Oh my God, it's like the In Living Color video.
Fry him up, dude.
That was a great fish, Ken. It really was. Oh, it's a good fish. There you go, my brother.
Yeah.
There you go. Look at that. Okay, right. Don't sit in the water. He's gonna snap off. Oh, look at that fish.
2-1. 2-1.
2-1.
Mine's bigger. I was just so worried I wasn't going to catch a fish today, and I'd be like the one guy that was, so it was like the shutout. It's not going to happen, you know what I mean?
All right.
God, bit me, son of a bitch. Let's carve this thing up. Let's carve this thing up. It was a lot of relief. I think I enjoyed the later ones more. I was just relieved to catch the first one and get it over with. Nice.
There you go, Ken.
Pressure's off.
I know it.
It's all fun from here on in.
Charlie Moore Outdoors is brought to you by Obashan Hardware. We'll fix you right up. Visit us at hardwarestore.com.
Look at this! Good job.
Hey, how was your day?
Not bad, babe. You know, just a typical average day.
Did you get a hold of Eastern?
Oh, you know what? I didn't, but that's easy.
Have a busy day? Check out the all-new Eastern.com and see just how easy it is to pay your bills, schedule appointments, learn about special offers, and more. Visit Eastern.com today and find out why no one delivers like we do.
Get ready. Spring has finally arrived, and a Subaru with symmetrical all-wheel drive can help you enjoy it. Subaru has the highest predicted resale value in the industry. Love the road you're on in a brand new Subaru Impreza with a powerful boxer engine standard, awarded top safety pick by the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety.
What makes a Subaru a Subaru?
Buy a brand new Subaru Impreza for only $17,495. Get a great deal and go love spring.
Hi, I'm George Carey. For the freshest New England seafood, come to Finn's at Pickering Wharf in Salem, Mass.
From New England classics to our famous buffalo calamari and fried oysters, Finn's offers fresh seafood selections all year long. Fresh, local oysters brought in daily, and a function room for special occasions.
For the best tasting seafood in New England, you gotta try Finn's. Hey, I'm Charlie Moore, the Mad Fisherman. Are you still using your cell phone from 1988? Chances are no. Then why are you trusting your life to this little red cord? I'm here to talk about a new product called Auto Tether, a wireless lanyard system. When you fall in the water, automatically shuts your motor off in your boat. We spend thousands of dollars on boat products. Spend less than $300 and save your life today. Visit autotether.com.
And it's no
Ken, talk about the Dropkick Murphys. I mean, how did you guys get started? I mean, of course, this is something that everybody wants to know.
Our fishing careers didn't work out, so we decided to check music. You know, I think we're an interesting story in the fact that absolutely no desire to be a real band and do it as a career. We were a bunch of guys who knew each other. Our friend owned a barbershop in Quincy. We were always talking about starting a band. She said, you should use the basement of the barbershop. So we would go in there and we would just jam, just purely for a hobby, you know, and the basement window was all boarded up, and one day, bam, the board kicks in and it's a bunch of teenage kids, and they're like, what's the name of your band? You know, you guys sound good. And we didn't even have a name, you know? We were just like, wait, you guys like this? You know, and next thing you know, we opened for a couple of our friends' bands, you know, joking around, and careful what you ask for 15 years later.
Man, it's so quiet out here, isn't it?
Crazy.
Oh, wow! As the day progressed, I realized the fish were not on beds. A couple of them were on beds, but the majority of them were just cruising the flats. That is a good fish.
Oh, jumper.
So they're getting to know each other right now, the bass. In a couple of weeks from now, they'll be shacking up and doing the love shack thing. But right now, it was kind of the pre-spawn. The fish are kind of roaming around, and they're kind of looking for a mate. Oh, look at that. Woo, look at the size of this one. Look at that. See, it's an art form.
Dude, seriously, your average dude that just rented a canoe out here would never catch a fish. I don't feel so bad, actually, now. Very rarely, I didn't even see the fish right there. So it's an art form, and you got to get in that zone, I think, you know.
That's the fish is on it. Reel
No
it
way.
in. Did Kenny.
I can't tell. Oh,
Kenny.
all right.
I love you, kid, but reel it in.
Thought it was a rock.
Oh, that's a good one. Woo! Ken Casey. Look how long. Look at the legs in this baby. Huh?
William, I told you I'd get a fish someday. Charlie won't let me take this home for you.
Is that
though.
your son?
Yeah.
Liam, your dad can catch fish. He can play in a rock and roll band. He can catch fish. It's official. He's a man now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, Liam. Your dad can catch fish. Yeah.
I think that's what people are very attracted to. Charlie, regular guy, and he's bringing out people and showing kind of that side of a lot of like the athletes and stuff that you don't often see that side of them, you know. And I think there's a lot of similarities with Dropkick Murphys in that regard. No pretenses and stuff, and just it is what it is, and have a good time.
They're great guys. All the guys in the band are so pleasant. They're so nice, and that's what I like. You know, guys who are talented, but they're also down to earth.
Come single guy down to me, pay attention. Don't ever fall in love. That's the devil's own invention. For what you fell in love with, the meaning so bewitching. Miss Henrietta Bell, down in Captain County's kitchen.
Platter Fund is a nonprofit that we started with the band. Charity work's always been important to us.
So on behalf of everyone here, can we give a big round of applause to Kenny and what he put together?
Our foundation's first event was a public skate at Fenway Park before the Winter Classic.
Oh, this is kind of cool. We're going inside Fenway Park with Ken Casey from the Dropkick Murphys. I brought my son Nicholas and my beautiful wife Angela, who's my best friend in the whole world. We got to walk on the Fenway Park and you know, take the whole thing in.
That stuff's like ice.
Charlie also came to the event we had at McGreevy's, where we did a benefit right after the earthquake in Haiti.
And it was cool because LB showed up, and Christian Fourier, and Heidi Watney from Nesson, and Mickey Ward, my friend, was there. Mickey is a great friend of mine. I love Mickey's real.
Hey, sorry. Want to fight? No.
You know, we kind of all served drinks and did the charity thing. Whoa, mazel tov! People were asking me for drinks. I had no idea what they were asking me for.
3, 4, 5, and we're done.
I just don't know the lingo with the whole, can you give me a double try, twisted fire, blur purple, little lemon with a twist, upside, chicken us third, what? It was like, whoa. You know what? I might be fired. I was yearning for someone to come up to me and say, can you give me a Corona with a lime? You got it. How about a double? That's a good fish. Woo! Talk dirty to me. Oh, hey, Sally. Ride, Sally, ride. That's a beautiful one. Look at this. Oh, God. My line was in Tuftonboro. Woo, Sally.
It's a handsome fish. Handsome fish.
I'm doing a show right now, Tommy. I'm out with Ken Casey, Dropkick Murphys, like I told you. Apparently, you don't know the Monday. You know, Monday's not the new Tuesday. You know what? Let's go to a commercial break, and then we'll come back with me, Ken, and Tommy. He won't be here. All right, gotta go, Tommy.
Charlie Moore Outdoors is brought to you